Ooh. Well, GM, happy Friday. I'm supposed to be here with Moose. I think his connection dropped, so he's working on getting that reconnected. But hello to all of you on Moose's streams. He'll be here at some point, I believe. In the meantime, hello to everyone else. It's all, to me, it's all one community. Like, I really don't know or pay attention or even care who's from what channel. I like everybody that shows up. And I see them mostly in the comments, like as you interact, and they come from the different channels, but they all feed to one comment window. And I like them all. It looks like one big, happy, dysfunctional community to me. And I like it. So, oh, I forgot to check the news. That reminds me. I don't really know what's going on in the world when I wake up until I pull up the stream and check the news just before. Okay, Democrats help Johnson. Okay, something with Mike Johnson. Iran and Israel are still tilting at each other's bases. Trump jury selection. Nothing really catching my eye. Oh, the bikini baristas. The barista up here in Washington State, we have hey Chuck, we have the bikini baristas, and it's these little coffee stands. They're tight. They're like the size of this screen. There's just barely enough for like a person to stand in. It's a little shack, and some of them wear bikinis, like really scantily clad bikinis, while they're serving the coffee to draw customers because sex sells, and they call them bikini baristas. And there's a lot of controversy up here about it, and they're constantly trying to like pass laws to restrict them. And it looks like in my county, at least, or city, that the city council took a vote saying that they can wear their bikinis again. So that is good news for everyone on that side of the issue, I guess. If you don't like, I mean, I'm from the South where people wear stuff like that. We have hot summers, there's beaches and swimming holes and all that stuff. So it's not, we don't freak out if we see somebody in a bikini. Hey, Frank, yes, it is maximum. If you're ever up here, if they ever let you cross the border and you're ever up here, I will take you to get a bikini barista coffee. And then in Seattle, where in the neighborhood I lived, no surprise, they had a little go-go boy shack. And that was kind of fun too. I guess the next step for me, if you could customize them and like get the ones tailored to your own market, I would have like a little satanic coffee shack with satanic daddies. They could all get antlers and serve coffee. Ooh, see, I'm already getting idea. If anybody out there wants to, if you're in my area and you want a good investment, I'm game. Let's set this up. And okay, so other than that, that was the news. I don't think I have anything on Twitter because I haven't been on it. I went on Steven's stream last night and we talked for like 5.5 hours. Chris showed up through part of it and joined us, and we had a fantastic conversation. We all had a lot of fun. It was, to me, a normal conversation, more normal than some of the conversations that happen on here. So I have no complaints. I enjoyed it. I would go back if he invited me. He's welcomed here as long as he follows these are my first like criteria was ability to have a conversation and engage in reciprocal dialogue. Speaking of which, well, hey, Mr. Joe Cool.
That's good. Yeah.
And the new criteria is resiliency. Like there's a certain level of fragility that you just don't belong on this street. And so I'm going to start filtering out for that too.
Fragility and resiliency. I love it.
Yeah, you have to be this tall to ride this ride. You're not emotionally and psychologically, this is not the street for you to be on.
That's so cool. That's so. I'm still at Jeff.
What's up with you? What's going on?
Actually, before I started working, I want to smoke me a cigar and weed and shit.
You work?
Well, editing.
Yeah.
I'm backed up. I've done a lot of filming and I haven't made videos for it in weeks, so I got a lot of editing and putting together and thoughtful shit to do. So before I do that, I wanted to see if anybody was on there I could smoke with.
I
And
saw
I
you.
never been
You
here
got
at
a
the
chop.
beginning of the show. Oh,
It
no.
looks good. I didn't even recognize you. You look like your son. Is that Joe Cool's
This I
son?
look like my son now. Like, come
No,
on.
that's a good look for you.
Thank you for that, man. I've never been here at the beginning of a show. I feel a little awkward, like I'm gonna fucking shit up for you.
Oh, you can open it and set the tone. What's on your mind? What's been going on lately?
Very good. I hate to go to police shit, but it just happens. I just left uh, a guy. His name was Cop Watch, and he's got like 450,000 subs or something. So I'm like, how the fuck did I
Damn.
miss a Cop Watch? And all these subs. It turns out that he's an ex-police officer. What's good? What's good, man?
He's called Cop Watch.
Yeah, his name is Cop Space Watch. So I thought it was a guy like me. He's an ex-cop, now a lawyer, and
Oh,
he thinks he calls it pretty much down the middle. Yeah, if you go to a live that he just did, I'm in there trolling him endlessly in the comment section.
Now I want to be a cop now. If you can watch me.
Right, I get those
Dang.
fucking.
Well, thank you, Joe. This made my morning. This is just what I needed. I'm gonna subscribe.
Yeah,
So, did you make a connection with him? You could get him on the show.
I don't think I did. In fact, he tried to read a couple of my comments. He couldn't. He's like, Joe Cool says, and he couldn't read them because they were all kind of harsh. They were all, bullshit. The cops want you to call them if your neighbors, train you to call them if your neighbor's leaves fall on your lawn and shit like that. I was asking, is it why? Because that's how they get paid. They get their money. They don't want you to handle your problems. They want to handle them. And it's not just the cops, the government, period, wants you to push a button and dial a number when you have a problem as opposed to dealing with it yourself. I don't
It's
like that.
dependency. They just created a whole new 911 number. What is it? 71 or 211 where it's for mental health. So now you can call this number and they have people on the other end to talk to, crisis workers. They can send somebody out to your house to calm you down in a mental health crisis.
Here's the thing what scares me. It starts off, now you can, and it turns into, now you must, right? It'll be, what do you mean you went over there and talked to your neighbor when she was having a problem? How come you didn't call 711? And you'll get in trouble for doing it yourself as opposed to calling 711.
No, I'm gonna fight that.
Very
I will
good.
determine when I need to call the cops. If you think I need you, then just show up. Other than that, until I call you, don't come unless you have a reason to be there.
All right. It's
Hey, Chris, where are you today?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah, you're loud. Let me check your mic.
Yeah.
You're very loud.
I just got this. I got this headset on, so
I'll
lower it. I'm still at the Social Security building. We're waiting. So.
Oh, do we get any men on the street? Women on the street interviews?
I don't think so. I don't think right now. I don't think anybody in the building besides us speaks English right now. So.
Okay. What do you? Is this just routine, or did they call you in for something?
No, we talked to somebody on the phone yesterday, and they said to come in this morning and try to talk to somebody. They said that they could possibly expedite the decision. So.
Oh, okay. You might have to come in. Is it the take a number type where you have to wait all day?
Yeah, I mean we've been here. We already been here for 2 hours, but we already went. Our number already came up, and they just said now we have to wait for our name to be called, and we've been waiting for 2 hours for that. So
what's the point of the number? I missed that part. Where are you waiting?
The number part is just to find out what you're there for, I guess, and then they put you in a different
queue.
Oh,
that's just the first stage. He's at Social Security office.
All right,
trying to talk to somebody about his Social Security, which is a good idea. If you can't get him on the phone or have trouble on the phone, you can go down to the office. You're gonna wait all day, but you will at least be able to see someone and they can help you with your questions.
Chris, are you in a new relationship or something? Because look like you're eating good. It usually means new chick.
Maybe disconnect my car because I was disputing some transactions. And
I'm on the phone.
Oh, he's on the street. Let me mute him just in case.
Yeah, I'm about to say I can hear whoever he's talking to.
I was fascinated, but I want to honor strangers' privacy unless they know they're on screen.
I dig it. I dig it. Jack.
Anyway.
Love you, bro. Get
No,
your
I'm
satanic ass.
same relationship, everything. Nothing's different.
All right.
You do look like you're eating healthier, but you
Yes.
might want to take a razor to you. You
It's
getting
just,
like
it's just my beard.
the Talcott
It's
trend,
just
I
a
guess.
beard.
Maybe
Okay.
everyone's wearing it nowadays.
You look a lot healthier, and I don't know, you're selling dope or something.
The shades look good though.
Yeah, you look good.
I'm trying to find the charger for my freaking shaver so I can shave this thing off. But
Oh, that's the only thing keeping it on.
yeah, I was gonna shave it the other day, and I can't find the
Sort of look
charging
werewolf.
Hey, Chris, while you're there, I don't know what you have up on your channel. I don't even know if I'm sub to you. You could pick up a camera and go in there, get you a bunch of views. You could film it.
I've been telling him to do Man on the Street.
I'm just saying, it's a public building. It's a public place. Walk in there with your camera on and take a number. And some guy is gonna tell you, hey, you can't film here.
But you know what though? It's gonna sabotage his case. Like he don't want to fuck his case.
All right, very good.
Because it's a great idea, but now that I thought about it, I don't know if Chris could pull it off and get his agenda met at the same time.
I'm not gonna jeopardize my case right now.
I got a friend. He was going to that court, blah blah. I gave him the same shitty advice because he's a cop watcher, though, or at least auditor or something. He claims to be. Then he told me what he was there for. I told him throw that shit out because it had to do with getting the custody of his kid. I like fuck what I'm talking about. Leave the camera in the car. Handle your fucking life business. Don't listen to me. I'm fighting 3 charges in Texas. When I go there, I don't. It's just bullshit. No.
How do you attract all that to you?
Well, this is because a black guy drafted a white woman. I'm just saying.
What would the chart though? You weren't doing anything. They were just totally just out at the see you laughing. You weren't coloring exactly within the lines.
Okay. I was at first. I was listening to rap music in a parking lot. For some reason, when he saw me, he stopped and just stood there and watched me for a nice amount of time. I got it all on video. Then my girlfriend came out, got in the car, who's white, and I drove off, and he decided to follow me. The first time I changed lanes, he pulled me over, came up to the car and said, hey, I got you hopping lanes 6, 7 times. I'm going to need your license. And I was like, fine, but this is all recorded. He was like, well, you changed lanes once, but he was on some bullshit. And yes, I had a lot of weed and he found it, but he was on some bullshit, bro. Because I'm black.
And so you have to go like answer for him at a future date?
Yes, he wanted me to pay the tickets. I've been going back.
Joe, that's actually like, that's a very gray area because I can see it both ways. Like, because it looks like you were targeted. He didn't just happen to be behind you in traffic.
No,
he watched you.
Yes.
He watched the girlfriend come out, watched you get in the car, waited for you to drive away. So
as I drove away, he drove away and pulled me over within like a half a mile.
That's a hard one to judge. That really could be what you say it is.
Yeah, right, man. And I.
What do you do? Are you going to bring that up to the cops when you go?
High standards and shit. You don't just assume shit. So.
Yeah. Are you going to bring that up when you go defend it? That you think it was
I'm
racially
already.
motivated?
I don't think I will. I don't want to say my defense, but I don't know who knows that I hang out in here. But I've been looking into it. Looks like what he does, and I've been down there a few times to talk to the citizens and shit. I put a video up. Turns out it's a small town, so all of them like, you're that YouTube guy, and they all wanted to talk, and they all said what he does is he sits in that same lot and he runs out of state license plates. So I won't use the black thing, but certainly, and it turns out most of their incomes comes from out-of-state drivers, and he's the chief. This is what they do.
For a while. Yeah, they do that. So was the other 2 part of that same stop, or did you get 2 additional stops after that?
One, he found a bowl, that looks something like this that you smoke weed out of, and my girl's purse. And on the ticket, he said I was alone. She wasn't even there, meaning he found it in my possession somehow. He charged me with failure to signal, which is his excuse to pull me over. That was bullshit. And what was the other one? No insurance, which I had in my glove box, and I asked him to let me get. He's like, don't worry, at the end of the stop, it's a little dangerous right now with the traffic. I'll let you get it. He wrote me the ticket and drove off. Never gave me a chance to get it. And he assumes because I live in Illinois, I'm not going to drive back. I spent more money on gas than the tickets would have costed. Right? I'm up, the tickets.
Is it having the little pipe illegal where you were?
I was in Texas and having it was called drug paraphernalia.
Yeah. Louisiana had that too. I'm kind of on your side on this one a little bit. I'm at least interested to see how it plays out and what they uncover.
Yeah. I got a video up about it. I don't know, they probably worth finding, but on my channel, I can direct you to it at some point.
Yeah.
Then that'll give you an idea. Is
it the most recent one? Agro?
No, it's nowhere near. I wouldn't even know the name of it. If you're on my channel, it'd be the name of the Stratford, Texas video. Try Joe Cool, Stratford, Texas. I don't know the name.
I can look it up.
I'll look it up. I got another device too. I got a couple from there because after he didn't back down and they tried to fuck me over in court and shit like that, I put out another video about it. So there should be two.
Do they know about your channel? Like, do they go and watch?
They do now. They do. They didn't then. They gave me shit, and I went up there and I told them, listen, man, I don't live nowhere around here. I came up here to file a records request to Texas. I'm just trying to let you know I could have did this over the internet.
I'm just an innocent victim, man. Leave me alone.
I will be here every fucking time, after I did that to him.
Do you ever try to be congenial, cooperative?
Listen, I am the absolute most congenial, polite fuck.
Not if what you just acted out was your
version in the world until I feel like I've been disrespected. Then I'm a mean son bitch. But I'm
so you don't start out different. You do give them a chance.
I would never. I think it's immoral to start off like that. I just couldn't do it. I got friends who do it for the views. It's immoral to me. I couldn't sleep at night if I did it. I'm the nicest cat in the world, and I'd say 20 out of 21 of my videos you'll never see because I'm nice and there's not a problem.
Some of them I do notice, like the cops and you seem to. They seem to get you and like get along and banter and
especially in Chicago. They love me and can't wait to talk to me and all of that shit. Most places because I'm so fucking friendly. Even if my friends are in trouble around me, the cops loving me because I'm talking normal to them. However, my idea of disrespect will be different from the cops. At some point, he'll say, "Do me a favor, man, and just stand over there." And that's like, to me, that's disrespectful. I wouldn't walk up to you on the corner and for no reason tell you just stand over there. So he's on so-and-so ground. If he asks me, "Hey, man, why are you filming?"
Do you find that disrespectful, a cop asking you to stand somewhere?
Yeah, if anybody asks me to stand somewhere, I would get angry. If they ask me for ID and I've broken no law, I get angry. If they ask me,
so you don't trust cops. Like if a cop approached me and asked me to move, I would think, oh, he's involved in something related to public safety. I might not know what it is, but I trust him enough to move, and then he can explain it, or we can figure it out later. But in the meantime, he's probably doing his job, and I'm going to help him with that because it's probably for a good reason.
I dig it.
You're like, a cop's asked me to move. I don't trust this. He's up to something.
I'm probably right too. I've run into a lot more cops than you have. But if a cop's asks you to, or me, any of us to move, it's to make sure, and he probably unaware of this unconsciously, to make sure that you know that he is in a position of power and that
so it's like a little power thing.
It
It's
is.
sick.
It's
But
always
why
a power
would he
thing.
need to do that if no one's doing anything? Like, I've never had a cop just randomly signal his power for no reason.
It's usually, you're right. Again, fucking bright dude, and you're honest.
Because it's a black man that like sets it off. I need to let this
it's,
person know.
it's not that. It's usually because I'm doing something the average person doesn't do, which is standing there and watch. And many of these times I watch without even pulling my
Are
camera
you
out.
not an innocent
Uh,
victim?
and that's enough. Standing there and watch. Hey, my man, will you back up? Or something like that. No, I won't.
Do you like does people follow you in the grocery store when you like in a grocery store for the first time? They don't know you. Do staff kind of
I don't get
keep
that in
an
the
eye on
grocery
you and
store
follow
like
you
that.
around?
In other stores and more high-end places, bookstores. I like bookstores. I've never got it in a grocery store that I'm aware of. And Walmarts and shit, it's not a thing.
Out at
Uh
Walmart.
no, but I've been in
You're
like
probably
I
normal at Walmart. They're like, oh,
yes,
thank God, a
yes,
regular person.
I'm probably more regular at Walmart. But I go to a lot of like all white neighborhoods because white people are majority, and if I like find little bookstores and antiques, whatever weird shit I like, those places I feel like I'm watched. But I don't draw into that shit.
Well,
I'm
apparently
okay.
it's even happening in New Zealand with the Maori.
I've heard
It's
this
not just black.
story. So that's
It's
New
not just
Zealand.
America.
Apparently, Canada has their indigenous people who they say catch shit over there too.
Yeah, it's brown people everywhere.
I know I talk about race a lot, but that's shit secondary. Actually, it's really non-existent. It's just a trick or some bullshit. I'd really like to talk about it's a financial thing and it's programming, power.
Here we go.
You don't think?
The programming. Okay.
You don't think? I think that they
I
want
don't. You mean indoctrinated or
indoctrination programming. I mean, they want a monopoly on violence. They want
But
your dad.
no. Hang on. They
Yeah.
already have them. That's part of the foundation of our society. We have already agreed to give them that monopoly. You don't want them to have it, but society, we've already granted them that. So it's not that they're trying to get it. They have it. And
Okay.
I want them to have it.
Yeah, but the Constitution would argue, in my opinion, they don't want them to have it. Constitution says leave the regular guy alone. Don't fuck with him earning a living.
I don't remember that part of the Constitution. And it
It's a
wasn't on
very
Schoolhouse Rock. Oh, that would have been really cool if it was.
you can't fuck with my ability to earn a living or
No,
do a
but who
bunch of shit.
is
What's
somebody
up, man?
fucking with how do you earn a living? Is somebody
I used to sell
hey
drugs a lot
midlife?
for 50 till I was 50. I sold drugs and they used to fuck with my ability to earn a living a lot. Fucking pricks.
What's up, midlife?
What's going
Is
on?
Satire on a class beating off?
Chris, are you whacking off?
If he is, it's in the lobby of the Social Security office.
With his left hand, I can tell he's holding.
I don't know what
like
kind of
this.
kink that is.
You look good, motherfucker. Midlife, you look good, bro.
Oh, thanks.
For a big bro.
Right on. I mean, it seemed like you're, but yeah. What's up, Gen X?
I want to ask you some questions when you're done here. You're perfect. We got a third motherfucker. I can ask questions and see if Jeff is right, if I'm right.
About what?
What's going on?
About anything. To the police, the government.
No, I told you, like in the situation you just described, I'm suspending judgment because
I get you.
I can make a credible case for believing you. Your
What
version.
about the government? Period. Is the government?
Oh, we were talking about the monopoly on violence. And
yeah,
how
monopoly on violence, or the government trying to be your rulers. That's the way I was going.
they're not. There are we decided that we want people to govern. They represent us. They work for us, but they kind of make decisions and because everybody in America can't all be making decisions. So we need to centralize it onto a few that represent the rest of us. And we decided that a long time ago.
Yes.
And you were born into that. And
we've given them X amount and they've taken Y, in my opinion.
Okay.
All right. they've taken the ability. Let's say a squatter is in your house. Under
No, I don't
God,
want squatters in my house. I don't want people
exactly, under
squatting in
God and
homes that
nature,
don't belong to them. There's
I should
all
be
kind
able.
of
I go on
reasons I don't want
vacation
that.
for 3 months. I come home,
You
someone's
want
living in my
something for
house.
nothing. You don't
No,
want to
no, no.
contribute to society.
I want to
You want to
throw the
sell drugs
squatters
and
out of
squat in
my house.
houses and then complain that society's not
What do you
giving
mean?
you
I'm
what
the
you
best contributor
the
to society.
entitlement. My God, your privilege is
That's the greatest shit in the
way
world.
showing.
Oh, man, it's calling me a
Who's Barnabas? Is that Midbro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's on my
a
face? Oh, I got a
squatter,
mustache.
a squatter in your house, Jeff. You go away on vacation for 3 months. You come back. I should be able to grab him and throw him out on his neck, but that's illegal. The police would come after me for that. I think that's
You
wrong.
should be able to what?
A squatter. I go on vacation for 3 months.
Yes.
I come back. Some immigrant family is living in my fucking house, and I can't throw them out. The police will take me to jail.
Why? No, that is fucked up. I would say that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That is that's broken. So if that's happening, I'm on your side.
All right. That was an easy one, I guess.
But I question the extent that it's happening. But if it
Why'd
is,
you call me privileged and shit? That was funny. You say you don't think selling drugs contributes to society or something? What are you saying?
No, and I don't think it gives you a reason to complain about being treated unfairly and a victim and people stopping you from making a living. You can't like try to work that framework in
All right, let's try and work it.
while working outside the law at the same time. You want to be an outlaw and you want the benefits that come from society as well, your entitlements.
I love it.
So you're sending mixed messages.
I love it, right? I love being held accountable to the shit that come out of my mouth. But let's see if I'm right. Just weed for now. I do believe that I should be able to sell my man midlife. I don't know, 3.5 grams of weed, and it's no one's fucking business. He's a
well, you know what?
adult.
You don't get to make up the law. There's already in your state a law that says what you can and can't do.
Yeah, man.
That's what you have to go by, not what you think it should be.
Well, we're talking about if it's right, wrong, immoral, and all of that shit, right? Surely it's immoral for them to say, you know, this guy can do it, but you can't. I've been selling weed for a very long time. Now it's legal, and they decided
Why don't
that
you
other
get
people
licensed?
can sell it.
They're giving here in Washington State. They are giving black. If you're black, there's a special license that they give you. You get prioritized for.
Yeah.
And so get a license and go into retail. You could open up your own chain of weed shop. You would be so perfect. Like
that
as
was
the
my
face
first
of weed in Chicago.
That was my first idea here in Chicago when it became legal. Me and a bunch of other motherfuckers went out and tried to get our licenses. And when they saw how many of us wanted to do it, they changed the law to where you had to have, I think it was $500,000 in insurance and put up $275,000-$300,000 up front before you could.
But it wasn't like that until a whole bunch of black people.
It wasn't like that until
let's go change the requirements real quick. Come on,
True story.
Well,
that's how it is in Chicago now. It didn't start like that. It's because
I still think there's a future in the retail industry for it, retail weed industry.
I think so too. I can't break the law now because I'm a cop watcher, but I don't have any moral problems with it, and I'd do it if I weren't under such scrutiny. Fuck massa. That's how I feel. Midlife. Do you need a ruler?
Yeah.
Do you need a ruler?
A ruler for what?
Government. Do you need people to rule you?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like measuring dicks or something.
I was, but that's later.
Do we need a government? Yes, we need a government.
Fast forward to that
Did you get us some food back?
Yeah, we need a government. We do need people to keep society
I didn't say
running.
government.
If you call
I said
that
ruler,
ruling,
unless you're saying government and ruler are the same thing.
It's adjacent at the very least, yes.
I dig it. And you said yes, you do need it?
A ruler? I mean, we need somebody to rule over us, yeah.
Why? Why?
Because Because we got people. Because if we don't, we got people like you.
We didn't.
Got people like you selling weed on the street corner everywhere. I mean, it's already happening now.
I agree.
Right?
What's wrong with that, though?
Everything is wrong with that. It's horrible. I live out here. There's people selling weed, drugs, all kinds of craziness. That's why you need HOAs. Otherwise, people building cardboard shacks, putting tents up everywhere. They destroy society, man. Someone needs to rule over these people and clean them up and just imprison them. And if we don't have laws to lock them up, let's make some laws and let's make homelessness illegal. And the punishment is put them somewhere else, out of my sight. Put them in a fence and just feed them. Just feed them. You know, let's make homelessness illegal.
But who's in
and the punishment is you get locked up and you get a house
chat.
and you get mandatory treatment whether you like it or not. And we're not going to let you out until you're ready to work and be on your own. That's what's up. And let me be the leader. Yeah, look at
What's Flo gonna do? How sympathetic do you think he's gonna be to the homeless?
Flo hates the government, though, so I don't know.
He does. Flo is paranoid, though.
He needs to recuse himself from the argument because he is, he's got a bit of a history there with the government. So
he's my best hope now.
That was a grain of salt.
Worse than you are, Jeff. Shit.
Huh?
I say he worse than you are. Fuck.
I was thinking like if he's running for city council or something, I'm.
Flo?
I don't believe in.
I would love to run for city council. I wish
the sanest proposals I've heard so far.
I don't have the ability to convince people that I have good ideas. I mean, I'm
like
just
people
like
that live in a society with apartments and homes and nice cars and stuff are not going to want to live in a society with tents. Like that's not our vision for society.
Why do you get to
reconcile
choose?
Those two visions in the
Why
same
do you
place?
get to choose? The guy with a tent may not want you in your fine Lennings to live.
Yeah, but his life interferes with my life.
I don't have a problem with his life, but he don't do it.
No, I do have a problem with his life.
A different type of life.
You don't do it where you do it. How come he don't get to decide where to do
it? The homes were there first. We're not going build homes under the bridges where they're coming to our neighborhoods with their tents.
I know some homeless people around in Kansas City area that have been on the same corner for 30 fucking years. On the same crutches too.
It's listen. It's like it's almost abuse because these people are mentally ill. And you wouldn't let a mentally ill person stab himself in the face with a knife, right? I mean,
I wouldn't stop it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't stop him. But if you had like
You're looking good.
Let me rephrase that. If you could safely stop a insane person from stabbing himself in the face, and you're guaranteed not to get hurt, I would assume you'd probably stop him.
I'd be like, "Oh no, don't do that, homeless guy.
Stop.
You have so much to live for."
Listen, if somebody has,
stop it. This is great content.
Okay, if you see someone that's like severely Down syndrome, or
I've never seen a homeless Down syndrome person. They usually
exactly because they get services. So people that are homeless that aren't to that level, they still need services. We need to raise the
okay, I work in those. The services are there.
People who are homeless are homeless by choice.
The people that are getting paid to provide the services don't know what they're doing. They don't know what kind of service to deliver and how to deliver it. I worked with them.
People who are homeless want to be homeless.
They don't. Some of them no, you're wrong, Flo. They want.
No.
You're wrong. They would rather have. They would rather have. I know more than you. They would rather have a home, but they want to have it on their own terms. Right.
Well, but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to work. They like the nomad lifestyle.
They don't like it, man. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the eggs? Is it drug addiction and that made them homeless, or were they homeless and now they became drug addicts? I
don't know. All I know is that when I was building raccoon traps at the tent fort under the bridge with tweakers, they did not seem unhappy, and they had cars and jobs, and they just didn't want.
That's a lifestyle. That's not the majority of the homeless. That's not the homeless crisis, I would say. Those are not the people that are contributing the most to the crisis. It's mental illness and substance use, mostly, probably more substance use than mental illness, although a lot of it is co-occurring. It's both.
Look, whatever. If homelessness is a choice, if I can see them, it should be illegal. Do you know what I mean?
What the
Let's just make
fuck?
it illegal.
Vegas, it is. They don't let them on the strip.
Destroying.
Isn't that
destroying
shit
society.
immoral? Don't you guys feel evil when you do that? Shouldn't you have?
No, because they need treatment. To me, they're mentally ill. Anyone that wants to be homeless in a city, like it's different if you're like you want to be Jeremiah Johnson.
Somebody wants a different lifestyle than you.
There's a place for that lifestyle, and you're just moving them to a different space so they can have their lifestyle. They've like crossed over into the wrong space.
You understand that throughout all of human history, being nomadic was more of the norm.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden you're saying it's a mental illness, they need treatment and to be illegal.
Very good.
Well, some of it is that's what I'm saying. I've worked with it.
Your paradigm is incredibly first world for this century.
Exacerbate the mental illness, or the mental illness can lead to.
Well, let's leave the mental ill out of it. The obviously mental ill. If someone just does not want to be part of that society, like me or whatever, perhaps he thinks is bad, or it pulls him down, is bad karma, whatever his reasons are outside of the obvious mental illness, isn't he allowed that? Or no?
Yeah, I think those. I don't think those people are the problem. People like Mitch that want to live out of their car, I don't have a problem with that. Like those people are not. Mitch is not contributing to the homeless crisis.
We could make O'Shea illegal though. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, I didn't want to break it.
There's a sliding scale, right? Like O'Shea should be illegal. JG could go either way. Mitch is totally fine.
I don't know.
I'm going to rewrite the DSM mental whatever book, right? And I'm going to put a new diagnosis in, and this is the name of it. It's called desired homelessness, and I'm going to classify that as anyone who wants to be homeless in an urban area. If you want to like go live off the land and be Jeremiah Johnson and Daniel Boone, like that's cool. Go build a log cabin and eat deer. Like I get, like that's cool. Just stay out of my sight. But if you want to do it in an urban area, I classify that as mental illness.
So
and
what about
required
Clifford?
treatment? And we need to open up all these goddamn mental.
What about Clifford?
illness
He used to sell me
facilities?
cigarettes in 8th grade and stand outside the movie theater on fake crutches until the local newspaper did a story about how he made $600,000 that year. And the homeless guy. This is a hustle. There's homeless dudes making more money than all of us combined.
I don't think that's the majority. I don't think the majority of homeless are running crutch scams. I think most of it is substance use and or mental illness.
Look, I want to get rid of squeegee kids. I want to get rid of homelessness. I want to get rid of panhandling.
Can we get rid of lottery ticket players first?
No,
motherfuckers clogging up the gas station counter because they think it's a goddamn casino.
Chain of volcanoes. I think an island of volcanoes.
I talked to a guy in Denver, homeless dude, and it kind of changed my life because I felt like the homeless people were victimized and shit. And he's the first cat who told me, no, man, are you crazy? I think that you're crazy. I've been married for years, did the marriage to family thing. I've been in prison for years. I've been in the military for years. He's done other shit. He's lived a full life. And he was like, this is the only life that I would choose. And I've done them all. He was like, the others don't compare. I suggest everyone be homeless for at least 6 months. It will change their mind. Famous philosophers.
It's as crazy as Talcott.
But it was really cool, man.
It's slightly less, at 1 degree less crazy. Or less unrealistic.
That guy encouraged me. I used to go out there and like feed the homeless and give them blankets and shit.
No, this is the problem. This is the problem.
After me finish, I'll wrap it up. After that, I started going in the tents. I thank you. I started going in the tents as opposed to giving them shit like they needed me. I started going in there with them, asking them. And these people got full lives. They are good. And
I have a friend that works with the homeless, and it's like his family. They have such a connection.
Yeah, they like, people running in and out the tent. Hey, you got a C-type cord? Can I use your charger? And one guy does security, one guy makes runs, one guy's the tech guy. The woman is kind of like, you going somewhere? All right. The woman is kind of like the leader, the elderly, wise woman of the group and stuff like that. They're a complete society. They don't fucking need us.
The problem is it's the ones that are trashing up the parks.
Yeah.
The needles.
Yes.
The drunken.
When's the last time you walked through a park?
In the morning.
You got an argument there, though, Jeff.
He
When was
doesn't
the
walk
last
through
time
parks.
anybody here's walked through a park?
I ride my
What?
bicycle through a park, and I hate it because of the homeless people and the drug dealers.
You're
There's
such a
there's
midlife
not a
bro,
park
Karen.
you can walk through that doesn't have.
Listen. Here's the problem. Don't give them anything, and I'll tell you why. You can laugh all you want. You are just prolonging their homelessness and agony. You need to let them hit rock bottom to the point where they're like, "Oh, daddy, government, please help me."
I always
and then they
give
go
them.
to the
I always
appropriate
give every
resources.
one of them a cigarette at the intersections.
And
Fuck give them
money,
a whole
I
dollar.
put $35, $40 in singles in
And
my car
They
just
would
for
call
that.
you a
So when I
sociopath
drive
until
throughout the day to get
Take
homeless
those singles
people.
to the strip club next time, okay?
That's why when the
Just
world collapses,
prolonging
me and Joe
homelessness.
Cool got good karma. You two crackers are
Right.
fucked.
You are punishing them by keeping
Y'all
them
need the
just
karma more than
breadcrumbing them
You are great,
just so they can stay
bro.
homeless.
You are fucking great. Fuck, I want your number.
No,
I want to
hey
invite
Cole,
you
I'm not
everywhere.
ignoring you at all.
It takes a lot of work to make me the humanitarian around here.
Right? This dude is great.
You're just wrong. You're it's like you don't know algebra. You
I'm
don't know
gonna call
sociology,
Tim back. I'm gonna
algebra. It's
call
all
one of my friends. I'll be
your
right back.
equation is not equal on both sides, my dude.
Your
So
math is
you're gonna have to show your math.
not
Yeah, your
white.
math is
What,
off.
not
You're like
white
female
enough.
math. You gotta show your
You
work.
know, I am.
It's an indigenous
Before I
way
got
of-
fired in 2020,
Wait, what'd you
I
get
would
fired
never
for?
have guessed that not having a full-time job
I don't know
would
this
be
story.
the way for me. But after living this lifestyle where I don't have a 9 to 5 with paycheck every 2 weeks, I would never go back to that.
Same
Now,
here.
it makes me wonder if that same mindset could be extended further. If I lost a house, would I give up houses altogether? Who knows? I'm not going to test it out. I'm just wondering.
Look, man, we're not, I want to this normalization of tents, bro. Like it used to be, people had cardboard boxes in the 80s. Now they got freaking Coleman tents popped up everywhere, and it's in Baltimore too. And it's like, bro, what the hell is this? What the hell is this?
I
No,
mean,
it's not
Baltimore
cool.
doesn't have a bridge, so nobody gives a fuck about Baltimore.
Is that like a? Wait a minute. Is that a joke about our collapsed bridge, or what is that? I'm confused.
I'm just saying, like, Baltimore was already kind of like
Arm
whatever
pity.
before. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, you got the Ravens. I don't know anything else about Baltimore. But then after you lost the bridge, like,
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I have trouble getting excited about Baltimore. It's like Philadelphia, but like the bottom shelf Philadelphia.
It's a good point. Good point. Yeah, it's definitely not as good as Philly. So,
And I
truth
hear
hurt.
Philly's pretty bad.
Baltimore is pretty rough. That's where they filmed The Wire. I went to Baltimore. On the way in, we had to take a detour because somebody was on the roof shooting at the police and shit. That was my introduction to Baltimore.
Stop.
Yeah.
No, that is not how. That's a lie. Come on, stop.
And
The people ain't shooting off the rooftops. They're just robbing you on the corner. I mean, it's a big.
That was they put us in an apartment. I was there to teach some teachers some shit. And they put us in a high-rise apartment really close to Camden Yards. It had just opened or reopened. You can hear them when they hit home runs. And I went straight to the ghettos. And the houses are literally next to each other. They don't have walkways and shit. A bunch of them are abandoned, tore up.
DC's like that.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But I love it.
It's not fun. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a row home. I don't know what your problem is. Like,
except for the backyard ain't there.
They have backyards. Row homes have backyards.
Half the properties
that ain't
were
a backyard.
vacant, though. And
It's small, sure. That's what she said. But they
You
have.
know
backyards.
how hard it is to park a pickup truck in the back driveway of a row home. This Airbnb is not big enough for my vehicle.
Sure. Okay. You got a point there. But
then you got 3 more broken down vehicles out there already taking up space.
But I've been to Atlanta, so I doubt Baltimore would scare me at all because Atlanta is scary as fuck.
I loved Atlanta. I said I'd move there, man. And I'm a huge fan of Chicago. I always said I'd move to Atlanta. It's beautiful.
No, I didn't spend any time there. I stopped at some scary ass fucking gas station. It was the wrong gas station we were driving through.
That'll do it, right?
And I'm not easily frightened. I like the hood. It's exciting to me. I miss living in the hood. This gas station, I was in the wrong spot. Wasn't for me.
I did that shit in St. Louis, went to the wrong spot, definitely the wrong gas station. I ended up there it was 10:30 at night or something before I left. I fell in love with those people. I was there for 6 hours easy, just chopping it up with those guys, bro.
I did the same thing in St. Louis. Got lost on the way to Got lost on the way to Mardi Gras. Ended up in somewhere by the
Yes.
baseball stadium, just getting drunk with strangers.
I like St. Louis. I cop
That is
watch out
Mardi Gras.
there, and I woke up one day. I got a buddy. We just traveled to different cities. I woke up under the arch, grabbed my camera, and went to the fucking police station. Fuck it, I love that shit.
I have a friend. You know, I went to MU, and one of my good friends in college, her dad was good friends with the chief of police at the time when we were in college. That dude was such a fucking prick.
I invited a buddy here. I don't know if he's gonna side with y'all or me because he's a radical dude. I hope he got time to show up.
But Kansas City is by far the better side of Missouri.
Hold on, what does it say? You
Apparently you
Midlife
and
Logic. You how? Hold on, what does it say? You something.
You know
what
how
the
what the real difference I see between you and Flow State so far. He can see you make it a fight.
What's the second
I don't know
part?
what that
He
really
has
means
the
exactly.
superior perception.
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know, but apparently y'all are in the ranking. You're being ranked.
we're being ranked. Who won?
Yeah, they're being tiered. I don't know. I'm trying to decode it.
I mean, Flow State's got all the hotties, so I guess he wins. He pulls chicks. My channel gets.
Yeah, but he also pulls all the drama.
Your channel
that what
got
it is?
my ass.
What?
Your channel got my ass.
What does that mean?
The picture of my ass.
Oh, it did. Yes.
Cole,
Very
I don't
good.
know what to tell you. You never seem happy here. So yes, take care. I wish you the best, and I hope you find a home.
What
Who you
hotties?
talking
Well,
about?
I mean, consider the normal YouTube people. The bar is pretty low for hotties. Basically, it's like breathing vagina less than 60. Pretty much, it's like sliding scale.
Who do y'all have a list? Who is the hot? Who's the hottest right now? Is
Top tier? I don't want to say. I
Lindsay?
don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Oh, how does chick?
But that would be some great content
It
flow.
would not be Lindsay. It would not be Lindsay.
My show is like going serious. I don't know if anyone
Angela
probably
Lee.
no one watches it, but it used to start off as kind of a fuckboy channel, and now all of a sudden it's morphing.
I
into
like your
something.
show. I
I'm
watch
trying to go
your stuff.
serious though. I'm trying to go serious.
No, you're very entertaining.
He's
Okay,
entertaining.
well, you
Don't
can
say
try to be
serious,
serious, but-
motherfucker. I've seen your show.
Go for it.
Entertainment is what you're for. You're not for serious. Stop it. And
No,
Angeline
you haven't
and
seen
Lindsay
it.
are
It's getting
fine.
serious. It's getting all politics.
To be
And,
the hottest chick, there would be more than apparently just looks, because both of them would fall short of the hottest chick for some reason.
Wait a minute. Can we make a list? Let's do it right now. Gen X Jeff, this is gonna catapult your channel to the 1 million sub mark.
Oh, that's good. We're like 200
All
away.
right, what are the hot
What
chicks?
sector is this? First off,
I don't
what
know.
sector are we in right now? Is there a name for
What are
this?
the sectors?
There's like a
Truth community, I think, is what most of these.
No,
people
there's
call
some.
themselves.
This
not
is
the
the
truth.
neurodivergent sector. The
Neurodivergent.
Bergs, the autism, ADHD, mental health.
All right, you guys have no women
like
in
the
this
special
sector.
ed
We can't
table
make
as
a list for this sector. There are no women.
Yeah, this is a diverse sector. We do
there's like
diversity.
there's conspiracy sector, then there's like the black relationship sector, and then there's the beef sector, and then there's like I guess Flow is the drama sector. King,
we're in that neighborhood. We're like a
you're-
little cul-de-sac in that.
yeah, you and
neighborhood.
Flo are very adjacent there.
But Flo really is he's like the drama vortex. I'm just a little satellite.
Flo
channel that
actually has the
occasionally
ability
features it.
where his show is able to be fluid. It
Oh,
can be
here's Lindsay.
anything on a
Were you
given
talking
night.
shit about Lindsay? She's in there. Who falls short of the hottest man? I know she ain't talking to me. Go ahead, Lindsay. Make a man list. Make a man list and put me right on the top.
Yeah, I want to know that one too.
It's
Although
me
I
versus
can tell
Flo.
that for myself.
Oh, Flo could fall into the hottest man, right? Because he's bold.
Because he
Oh,
pulls all the
yeah.
hotties. Flo pulls the hotties.
Yeah.
Flo
He's
is
into
already
there.
attacked, so he's already out of the market, and he
Doesn't mean he's in the goddamn market. Can we just
Yes,
be
we just
honest?
talking about
I don't think he's fulfilling his full potential. He's
that
kind
beard
of
doesn't
sloppy
help
with
any.
his
I gotta
appearance.
say that
So he
beard,
gets points off for that.
he's out.
That made me feel like shit. What made you feel like shit? Yeah, don't do a list. Lindsay's gonna get upset if she's not on the top.
Well, nobody's responsible for your feelings. You're responsible for your own feelings. I don't care about.
Yes, what did you say earlier? You have to be to ride. It's all to ride, just ride.
I mean, it's cool to communicate it, but sometimes people do it like
That was
it's
great.
the opening move and a manipulative ploy.
Yeah, well, yes. I don't even want to go there because I could go there for a fucking ever. And I can think of some hot chicks, but none of them will fuck around really in the rooms that we fuck around. And if you're gonna limit me to that, Angelina and Lindsay are the fucking hottest chicks.
Angelina who? And what channel is that?
Angelina's
Jesse's
girl.
girlfriend.
She's
Jesse's
just
girl.
like, oh,
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Jesse's girl.
Not
Has
only
a
is
song?
she's cute,
You know
she's
I
got
wanna
really
be-
good energy and shit.
What are the lyrics? I want to something Jesse's. I want to bang
Rick
Jesse's girl.
Springfield.
What are the lyrics?
I
I
wish that
I wish I was Jesse's girl. Or I wish I was with Jesse's girl.
Yeah.
I wish. Hold on.
All right.
That's
That I had.
And copyright, so I don't want to get too into it. But
Yeah, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. That's what it
I
is.
wish that
I wish that I
had
had
Jesse's
Jesse's
girl.
What a fucked up song. Could you imagine the dude who wrote this song?
what's
And
that?
then like Jesse's like, bro, you wrote a song about my chick, and now she wants to bang you because it's a hit single. That's so fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Listen, but before this goes off the rails, I just want to talk about what's on my mind. Can I say something?
Yeah, do that. Yes.
And you don't have to respond to this. You don't have to say this. I'm coming up with ideas for my show tonight. And guess what happened? You'll never believe it. And I'm not making any assumptions or saying anything, so don't take this any kind of freaking way. But here's what's on my mind. In Maryland, there was a school shooting that was foiled, thank God, by another goddamn trans. A trans man.
Very good.
And it's an Asian trans man.
Wow.
Student.
Wait, what? That was this today? This is recent?
Yes. And it's like, it's not Baltimore, but it's like less than an hour away.
Not
it's in
Chiquita?
America. It's and
Maryland teenager accused of plotting school shooting.
Was it not
129-page document. Damn,
Yes.
look the effort these kids are putting into their
I'm telling you,
schoolwork.
I wonder
129
if it's-
pages from a high school kid.
it used to, yeah, if they put that work into something else, they could probably cure cancer.
Fucking
But hold up.
You said
you
not.
see
Did you say Asian trans?
Yes.
Yes.
Not Chiquita from YouTube?
No,
Is it him?
I don't know what that
No.
is.
Not
He's not.
Chiquita?
no.
You know him, right?
Chiquita? Not Chiquita?
Not Chiquita. Quifa.
Is he talking about
Isn't
not
it
Chiquita?
You're-
Not
you're-
Chiquita.
you're
I call him not
starting-
Chiquita.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's not
you know what
him.
a Quifa is?
Yeah.
I mean, he's,
Never
he's
mind.
pretty-
You missed the
he's
joke.
kind of
Sorry.
a straight up. I mean, I don't know. He's kind of a straight up dude. Let me
It's
stand
a
up for
pussy
Nachiketa.
part.
I reject
No.
your joke if you're talking about Nachiketa, and I want to
Yeah.
stand up for him.
You
Does
object
he-
to a queef is a pussy fart. That's all it is.
Yeah, but
Nachi's
if
pretty
you're talking
cool.
about Notch, he's like a serious dude. He plays chess. He's in some
Not
fucking
he banned
Himalayan.
he banned me from his channel. He banned me from going backstage.
a
He's
lot
not
of
a
people
straight up. He's a wimp
I'd
though.
ban
He's
you
a wimp.
too if you're calling me queef. And I mean, no, you can call me queef. Like, I think it's funny.
Hey, do you have a channel, bro? Midlife?
Yes, I have.
Do you have a channel?
Absolutely, absolutely, I have a
He
channel. Thanks
does.
for
Am
asking.
I
Like,
invited
share, and
or am I
subscribe.
preemptively banned? Am I welcome?
You're welcome, but you
Okay.
know, if you
Like, don't be scared.
call his
Just
guests queefs
don't
and shit.
you can
It's
call
like-
me
because of my
queef.
reputation. I
don't
didn't
really know
call
your
you
reputation,
queef.
but
I
you
didn't call
can.
you
Like,
queef.
I accept that. I find that funny. But Notch is like he's a cool, serious dude.
No, he's
I
not.
mean, even
cool.
you calling him queef kind of makes me a little bit upset. So now I'm like, on
Oh
edge a little
man,
bit.
don't be upset. It's just a joke.
A little bit. Well,
A
he's
little
not like
bit,
a joke.
really? Are you
Yeah, but
triggered?
people are
What?
people are protective of people they care about. And so
Hey, Joe,
you-
cool. Hey, what's
Hey,
up, man?
What's good, Pimpin'?
But hold up, let me finish this trans.
High
rant,
five.
right?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was in the middle of a
It
rant.
used to be that like all these shooters are like on these SSRIs, selective serotonin. Oh, thank you. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. And we're like, what's going on there? It's like they take these drugs and they just get numb to the whole situation. They're like, oh, let me go shoot up a school. And it's like nothing bothers them because they're right in the middle. They don't feel high and they don't feel low. And maybe there's something there. I think there's something there.
So
now
what
it's
about
like,
the trans?
hold up, I'm not done.
insane-
Hold up.
Yeah.
But now it's like they get these trans men, which of course are dudes with vaginas, and they hop them up on this testosterone, and it's like they're on roid rage. And then it's like there's so many freaking trans shooters. I'm telling you, there's so many freaking trans shooters that the school shooters that they've beaten out like nerd whites. It
Is
used to
that
be
true?
like, yes,
count
man.
two
There's
so
so oh my effing god, there's so many
How
trans
many?
school shooters.
How
There's
many?
like at least 6 now. At least 6.
Unless you count the
That's
Colorado one, which was
super heavy.
non-binary, and you
That's
never heard
super
of
I got a
it.
heavy
question for
considering that
midlife.
small amount of numbers. That is
What's up?
insane.
I got a question for midlife. Do you think someone with a vagina is a man? Like you said, trans man. Do you think they're a man? The ones with vaginas.
No, but you have this. Look, you don't have to like it, but this is the term, right? Because we can't be stupid and be like, oh, it's a trans. It's
I'm
an
not
it. Like,
stupid.
we're not,
I'm not
I didn't
stupid at
say
all. I
stupid.
don't use the
I
term.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. But it's the term, and you don't have to agree with it. But that is the term. If you say trans man, that means they were born with a vagina.
Yeah,
If you
I
say
know,
trans woman,
but
that
it's
means
not
they're
a
born with
man
a penis.
biologically. It's not a man.
He's aware.
I know that. I know that. But that is the term we use, like it or not.
But bro, it's not a man.
The one that just
It's not
joined
a
is
trans
not a
man.
man.
It's
That's
not
a
a man.
trans.
It's
That's
a
a
No,
trans
I'm not
man.
a trans
Came up.
motherfucker.
Welcome,
That's
I'm a
why
man.
I say
Goblin.
trans man. That's why
Now
I say
check this
trans
out.
man.
It's
Goblin.
a specific prototype, though. It's not even just the whole trans thing. What
Speaking
it
of
is,
trans man,
it's going to be an
There's a trans.
Look, man, it's going to be like androgynous
Toothless
robotic
trans.
transhumanism. Okay, when you look, they all got either the bow ring or they got the side of their nose pierced. They got the colored hair. Listen,
He
man,
got banned from
No,
my
that's
channel.
no,
too.
no. Listen. That's
It's
a
a
whole other
prototype.
thing. That's a whole other thing. That is these people have taken the term queer. You're describing what is queer. Like queer used to mean odd, and then it meant gay, and now it means exactly what goblinosis is describing. It's like that weird blue androgyny thing. Like that's, but they took this term back. But the thing is, I don't know if straights and heteronormative normies are allowed to say that word or not. That's what I'm trying
No,
to
it
figure
means not heteronormative. So, but
Yes.
straight people can be queer as long as they're not heteronormative in some way. They
No,
have to
but
have
I'm
some kind
saying-
of little freak to it.
But am I allowed to say it, or is it like the N word for
No, you could
the
say
rainbows?
I don't know.
they want it to be accepted as like a
Allowed to
legitimate
say it.
category. Instead of
Do
gay,
other
it's like
people
the
control
DA.
your speech?
Yes, they do.
I can't believe this. What?
Yeah, well,
And
I'm
this
not
is
as
I said
strong
the
as
N-word.
powerful as I'd like
Well,
to
I
be,
say
right?
the-
I have to.
I've said the N word, but Flow State kicks me off. But I say it other places
Don't say it on
sometimes.
here either. Don't say it on
He
here.
always just
Joe
kicks
would
me
be
off.
more-
He doesn't like the N word. He says hard
I
R,
just
hard
think-
R,
I
hard
just
R.
think that it's step by step to when they get to the transhumanism, like man and machine, because that's part of the Luciferian agenda. You feel?
Do you
Get
own a
rid of the
shirt? Why are you
sexist.
shirtless? Like, why are you shirtless on here? What the hell is
Because I
it?
have freedom and I don't need to wear a shirt. I'm outside. I'm chilling.
Do you
I'm in
own
my
a shirt?
but I'm outside. Yeah, I
been
got
Do you?
a lot.
Chris and I used to do chesties. I don't know how.
Well,
that
come
why
on,
that
Jeff.
stopped.
Don't cupcake to this guy defending.
Free the
him.
nips, Gobs.
No, I don't
Free
have
the
a
nips.
problem with it being shirtless. I've gone shirtless myself.
I do. I don't like that. That's gay. I think Goblin's kind of gay. Well, I don't know. Are you a trans Goblin?
I
I'm
don't
not a
even- I'm
trans and I'm
yeah.
not gay. I'm a straight man.
I think you
Really?
should cam up
Yeah.
and take your shirt off. Otherwise, I think you're fat. What is it? I think that's the truth. Cam
I'm
up,
not
take your
fat.
shirt off. I'm not talking about
Why
you. I'm
would
talking
you
about
want me to
King.
cam up and you want to see another straight man shirtless? You're gay. Middle,
Yeah, I wanna
you're
see it.
middle,
I-
bro.
yes, I do.
You're gay,
I do.
dude. That's so
I think
gay.
I think you have an insecurity about having
That's
man
so
boobs.
gay. No,
and
I
you're
feel
trying-
fine.
And this dude doesn't want to wear a shirt. That I mean,
No.
it's like good for
No,
him.
I think it's gay. I think you're gay. I think you're coming across as real gay right now.
I
You
don't
want to
know.
see a
Call me
man
gay. I
shirtless?
don't give a
That's
shit. My
gay.
dad is dead, so it doesn't
That's
matter. You can call
gay.
me whatever you want, as long as he
Your
doesn't
dad's
think I'm
what?
gay. It's fine. He's dead, so if word got
What?
out, it doesn't matter,
What?
right? I don't care.
What does your dad have to do with it? What? I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
understood it.
You don't understand? Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know you.
I don't care what
But are
you call
you
me
gay? Why would you want to
No,
see
I'm
me
not.
shirtless?
because
That's
I think
weird, man.
you're fat and you're trying
Oh,
to.
I'm fat? Not fat
Yeah,
at
I
all.
think
He's
you're
attacking
shaming
others due to
goblinosis.
his own insecurities.
Not at all.
Yes.
You're
It's
insecure and you're
projected.
trying to
Not
use
at all.
your
Not
you're
at
just
all.
fat. You're just fat.
I think
and
you're
ashamed.
gay.
I'm gonna
I
take my
think you're
shirt
a
off.
big
in a minute.
mouth fag.
Midlife. I
That's
don't know if
fine.
you're right.
That doesn't
with
bother me.
I
You
think
can
you
keep
are.
calling me.
but
I don't
the
care.
insecure shit,
You
you're
come
onto
across
something.
as mouthy and feminine. You just keep talking, but you don't say anything.
I mean, fair enough. That's your opinion. That's fine. But you're fat.
It is.
Otherwise,
You're fat.
cam up and take your shirt off.
You're a fag.
You're fat and you got man titties. Probably
Not
like
at all.
a B38.
Not at
cock.
all.
This dude
Not
is
at
the
all.
funniest
I don't
thing
cam up
smoking,
for
bro.
men, dude. I have a harem of women. I'm not a fag like you are. You're a
Oh,
fag.
he's mad. He's mad, bro.
He's mad. He's mad because he's got man titties.
let us see
Not
your
at all.
man
Yeah.
titties.
Yeah,
Not
he's
at all.
definitely insecure. You could tell. Look at the way look at the words that he uses even. How can you
Movies are
attack
worth-
other
like, you
people's
don't even
character?
have
That
any
doesn't
teeth.
build up your
You
character.
look like
That
a
shows you to
homeless.
be a
You look like a
narcissist,
homeless
bro.
tranny. You look like a
And
homeless
you're
tranny.
subject to your
He's
opinion.
all
Doesn't
man, dude.
mean
He
that
is
I'm not
all
what you
man.
do,
No
bro.
one doesn't
I don't
think that
give a
he's
fuck,
not a
dude.
man. He
Look
got a
at
big
Somehow
old beard.
Slow
God
is
He
the
got some
damn.
adult
scraggly
wrong with
tattoos.
Maybe
He's a
because
white
he's
man
not
with nasty looking
This
dreadlocks,
is a
but he's all
drama
man.
channel
And you're
now,
fat.
man. This
King.
doesn't happen on my channel. This kind of stuff. But go
Well, it
on.
didn't
Carry
start
on.
till
Carry on.
that's what
Carry
the
on.
conversation started.
He's a white dude with nasty looking dreadlocks, but he's all man, bro.
He's all man. You can say what you want. You say he looks homeless. He looks like a drug addict.
Looks homeless.
Looks like he's got Hep
does.
C from getting them tattoos. It's all true. I mean,
Look at
looks
that.
wise.
Gross.
But he is a man.
Gross, dirty peasant. Gross, dirty
Oh,
peasant.
you niggas.
What? At least
I'm
he
not a
cams up.
peasant, and I'm not
Gross,
gross.
dirty peasant. Toothless as well. You're missing teeth.
Yeah, I'm missing a tooth,
Yuck.
and actually, I could have got
Yuck.
it fixed, but I decided I
Ew,
wasn't
yuck.
because I wasn't going
Are
to be
you
judged
broke?
by bitches like you.
Are you broke?
I'm broke.
Actually,
You live
I'm
out of your
not.
vehicle?
I think we're
You
all
live-
broke. Like
you
most
live
of
in a
us
van.
are broke.
I don't get paid.
You're
for
all
2
broke.
days.
Come on,
Yeah,
you're all
broke
broke.
Jerry.
Everyone here's broke.
Broke
I'm
Joe.
buzzing in
I'm
weed
broke.
and
I'm broke.
shit.
You're all
And
broke.
so what? And what? And what?
You're all broke.
What are you, rich?
I'm independently wealthy.
Independently wealthy?
Deep-
Them tits are independently wealthy. You need to
Can I
strap
Oh,
them down with a
bro.
fucking bra.
5 grand,
I think you just
Steven?
want to see me naked because you want.
I
Oh,
you're
do.
gay
I
and you
do.
wanna
I do
stroke
actually.
it.
I want
You
to
want
see
to
you
jerk
coat.
off. You're gay.
I'm definitely not
You're
going to jerk off to
fag.
that, but I want to see
No
you
real
cam up.
man
and
would
show me
say
your
that.
tits.
We see a
Show me
show
your
on that
tits.
goblin
Say
that's
that.
not
No
being
real
impressed.
man
Does
would
anyone
wanna
have some
see
Mardi
you
Gras
naked.
beads to throw at this?
Yeah.
You just want to
I
look
wanna
at
see his
naked
tits.
man. You fag. You're
No,
so
no.
faggy.
Throw
There
them
you
at
go.
Steve.
Of
Look at
course,
naked
Jeff
man.
has
Throw
some.
them at Steve.
You're a fag. I just exposed you. You got
Exposed me for what?
exposed.
Exposed for
You
what?
got exposed.
I don't think any of them
Steven,
have.
that
I think
reeks
this
of
is the kind of panel
insecurity,
drama that I
bro.
was talking
And
about wanting
I
to
think
minimize.
Flow
them.
State's got a trailer trash wife too. I mean, I saw her.
Whoa,
wife
whoa,
was
whoa,
butter-
bro.
Insecurity
Why you gotta talk about
now.
someone's wife?
Steven,
Whoa,
Man,
whoa.
Who are
No,
you to
it's
speak
not.
why
down
you
on
can't-
anyone,
that-
dude?
Come on,
leave your
Jerry.
wives
down.
out of
Oh
it,
my
dude.
God.
With
Like
what he
that.
Leave the
said to
fucking
me,
wives
that's in
out of it.
bounds.
He's
you.
trying to
That's in
self-destruct,
bounds.
man. He's insecure and afraid.
Wives are
He's trying
fucking
to
out of
Come on,
bounds.
talk
Wives
on
and
here.
kids are out of
What's wrong
bounds,
with
you
Flow
dumbass.
State?
What
Why
the
is he
fuck is wrong
so
with you?
quiet?
What the fuck
No,
is wrong with
kings
this
don't
guy?
earn their wealth by their
What's
own
wrong
labor.
with
Do you know
Flow
what
State? Get your wife on here. Show
Y'all
that
are lucky I only
butterface.
have 4% battery, or I'd be up here
Show
with my
that
shirt off.
butterface again.
Right,
Come on.
showing your boobs
Don't whip
and
out.
shit.
You won't let me on your channel to speak.
I got
You can't
4%
face
battery.
me.
Yeah, you can't come on
can't
my channel
face
till you
me.
pay the tithe.
You
You got to
can't
pay the
face me on
tithe,
your
or your
channel.
date
You're
has to pay your
afraid.
cover.
I'm not paying you shit. I'd let you
What did I
starve
tell
first.
you? What do I
I'd
keep
let you
telling you? You
starve.
don't learn anything.
I'd let you starve.
The
Why
king
would you want to go
rules
on Flow's
at the
channel?
pleasure
I'd
of
never
the
want to pay.
papacy. You're installed.
Well, Jeff,
You're a puppet ruler. You have no
I'd want to
power.
respond just like you would if
You have no
somebody's
power.
talking
You have
evil
no harem.
shows about
I
you.
could take your
You
harem
make a
away
whole
just like
show
that.
about me. You
But it's
talk
probably
about
just
me
your finger
nonstop,
puppets.
dude. You just can't take it. You can't take it. You can't have me on your show because I dominate you. And
You can't
your
get on my
butt-faced
show.
trailer trash
What's it
wife.
feel
Dominate.
like
You call me
every
gay.
single night?
You call me gay, and you're talking about
I
dominate.
own
Flow.
you.
King versus the
I
Pope.
What are
own
you
you.
really
Every single
dominating?
night.
Look at, you're all riled up. You're all in your
Goblin,
emotions.
fuck this
like
dude.
females. You're all like females.
What are you dominating though? By speaking down on other individuals and
He
women.
dominates my
That
back
makes you
chat.
mad?
Very good.
I dominate his butterface trailer trash wife. I'll be right
Steven.
back.
Just-
Talk
he
about
just
me
said
for
he
the next
I
five
dominates his
minutes.
dominate
butt.
every one of those
Talk
finger
about me
puppets, you
for the next
thumb-looking
5
motherfucker.
minutes. You fucking females. That's what you are. You're feminine.
You're
I'm
just
gonna
mad
start
that you got
dropping-
bought
I'm
off
gonna
for
start dropping
$5.
people.
And now you can't cough up to 20 to get back up. Every night you come and you knock on my door, and every night I turn you away like the poor peasant you are because you can't pay the $20 cover charge.
With your independently wealthy ass.
Dude, and he even has flow in his thumbnails. Like, bro, you talk about riding dicks and being gay. I'm looking at your channel, and here you go. How are you promoting your channel with pictures of Flow State, bro?
You should actually go look at a channel called Dragon Slayer that dominated Steven as well, because he's already been exposed.
Put the link. Put the link, man.
He's
Put
already
the
been
link.
exposed for what
If
he
you
did.
were Steven, wouldn't you put me in your thumbnails too?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're right. You're right. But at least I would have the guts to admit it, and I would put some duct tape on my nipples and tie them.
I don't
man
even
boobs down.
watch the shit he makes about me.
He's tied into some really bizarre channels and different. It's very odd.
Gobs, you hit it on the head, man. Some people may think that he's winning by calling people names and shit like that, but men, adults, we're not gonna think that shit. It speaks to him more than it speaks in what he's trying to accomplish.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna
his-
jump off real quick and try to put some juice in my phone. It's stuck at 4%.
All right, pal.
Okay.
Yeah, he's stuck in his childish ways, is what it is.
Yes,
in the ego.
It speaks to his development at this point. Yes, and we're getting older, right? So,
I was gracious host last night, Jeff, on my channel, and then I come over here to this trash, and I'm showing it on my channel to show what the guests are like over here. So this is being shown to a lot of people. I'm streaming this right now, by the way. So I just wanted full disclosure. This is being streamed.
Thanks.
So my audience is getting to see what goes on over here.
King, what can I find on your channel? King, what can I find on your channel when I go over there and watch?
You're too lazy to look. People usually that want to know things look for themselves.
I'm looking right now.
If you look into his older content, you'll get his ideology.
You're
in his older
content. Over me. Shut up. Let me finish.
Shut up, motherfucker. Look, bro, don't you understand that you're not above
dirty
zombie.
You're
not above
dirty zombie.
Dirty zombie.
You're a toothless peasant zombie.
I'll take that too. What about
Does he even cam up? Does he ever cam up or not?
Put a shirt on. Put a shirt on. Fuck, you own a shirt.
I don't feel like it.
You look like trash.
I don't give a fuck about
your hair. Look at your beard. Look at you. No shirt. You look like a zombie.
I don't care. Don't you
Homeless
get it?
zombie.
Anyway, I don't care. Don't you get it?
My channel is the cream of the crop. It is the greatest show in hell.
Oh, Prison Planet, Prison Planet. Blah, 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 blah. I'm better than everyone else.
What's on there?
Yeah. You're too lazy to look. You want to bash something without looking. Bashing without investigation shows that you're purely ignorant. You're ignorant and lazy and stupid and classless.
It shows his ideology, which I mean,
what is it about? I'd prefer that over just
Prison Planet.
Shit. What is Prison Planet? Does that mean that government locks us up?
No, like we're here to serve a time, and if we don't get it right, then we gotta come do it again. Basically,
I love it. That's brilliant. I'd watch that. Fuck yeah. I want to see.
It looks like the community is pretty resilient and holding its own here.
Dude, your channel just looks like it's just a hate channel. It's like a parasite. You just put other YouTubers.
Jeff, what do you mean the community just yelling? You think that's holding their own? They're not making any arguments. If you're swayed by yelling, if you want a channel that's just
no, but it's so you came in here and you made
that's
a comment.
How it looks like.
I forgot to who, and that's when it started. I watched it happen.
Is it yelling, Jeff? Or
yeah, because Gary was doing a rant about whatever.
I don't know who Gary is. I don't know these people. Who's Gary?
Midlife Bro Logic. Oh, I'm sorry, not Gary.
I came in and asked a question about trans people. And I asked
you were talking about Notch, and you set me off a little bit. Like I didn't like that.
Oh, you got set off by me mentioning Nacho Wifa?
Yeah, because he's
like a girl.
Yes, I did.
Like
I got triggered like the bitch whore slut that I am. I did.
You got triggered like you have a
bro. If anyone has been like a decent person on these,
you got triggered like a pussy.
Notch, unless I am missing something.
No, he hasn't been.
No.
I have it recorded on my channel. He's been a prick.
I've seen him a lot.
Listen for a second, learn something. All I did was call him a little Asian, and he got triggered. You're hanging around pussies that can't take even a comment.
Okay, I'm gonna end this. This is not what I want on my stream. So I'm gonna.
Come on, Jeff.
Maybe I'll do an evening stream. I don't want all this senior high school bickering and drama.
Yeah, let's talk about violent trans people shooting up schools.
We were having interesting conversations before that,
and he got triggered because I said one thing about Notch.
If it's okay, Jeff.
I can't control.
Right. However it started, I don't want it continuing. I want to.
I'm with you, Jen. I'm with you, Jeff. It's like you don't want to have this degenerate.
I'm giving my audience another look here, another perspective.
All right, they can hear.
What do you think about these trans people shooting up schools?
So far, I only know of 2,
bro.
And then there was the Colorado shoot, the nightclub shoot.
Yeah, and let's give Iconoclast. What the fuck is his name? Midlife. Let's give him the person, the trans who stopped it too. Let's put that person in there because they've shown tendency to pull a gun out or whatever, shoot motherfuckers. as few trans people as there are, what are the odds there will be 6 of them shooting shit up? That tells me, I would think, is it the drugs they're getting, is the mentality on their brain, the bullying? That tells me something's going on there. That was what I would think initially anyway.
It's insane, man. There's something here. The treatment is wrong. The treatment is wrong. Convincing
That's
people
what
to
I
cut
was
off their
thinking.
penis.
Like the blockers or whatever that some
Yes.
of them take. Maybe
Yes.
there's negative side effects to that or something. I don't know exactly.
I've
but
heard
it just
that-
reminds me of the transhumanism. It does.
I've heard that now they've been giving them the drugs long enough where data is starting to come out, and most of them say they regret it. It had negative effects and shit like that. Now that the data's coming in, I hope you guys have heard something about it.
I don't think there's long-term studies. I don't think it's
just would be coming in. They've just been doing enough years where enough people are getting old enough where they're coming forward talking about how
Well, Joe,
how
I
bad
actually
it was.
agree with Joe, but I got to say that Jeff has agreed with Lib from his show, saying that there aren't much that have regret. Lib has claimed that there's very few that have regret.
Thank you.
And I disagree with that.
That's
Lib
what I
guy.
understand too.
I
I
really
know
disagree
some
with Lib. He's very biased because he calls himself trans, says he identifies as a woman, but I don't care what someone identifies as. They could say they identify as a pussycat or as a dog. It doesn't mean that they have to call them that. I'm not playing into someone else's delusions. I won't do that. And those that say that they have to, you go for it. But it's
I
weak
call
to
them
play
he or
into it.
she or whatever they want to be called.
I don't
But they
play
know
into
I'm
it.
not. That doesn't mean I believe that you're suddenly a woman.
But you're acquiescing to them by calling them that.
Whatever they want, I'll call them just like whatever.
You
name
do whatever
put up
people
there.
want.
I don't mind doing
Joe
that
Cool,
shit. I
call
got
me
one
King then.
trans friend
Joe,
who
call me
started
King.
off a male when I met him, then female, then male, then went to female again, and now he texts me a sense of one letter telling me, "Tell Joe I'm a male again." And every time he switches, I call him what he wants. Matty, constitutional.
That's incredible that you
He's an
switch. You
auditor.
call them whatever they want.
Yeah,
Joe,
what
call
do I
me
care?
King.
Don't
then.
cost me nothing.
Call me King.
I don't like you.
Call me King.
I only do
Call
that
me
for people I
King
respect.
Steven. Come on,
Did
call
you
me
hear me?
King Steven. Put your red hoodie back on, dude. Why don't you have your hoodie on? What happened?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The hoodie. You
I
always
should
wear a
have
hoodie.
a hoodie on.
You always
Just
wear
so
a
you
hood.
know, I didn't come here for this either.
Yeah, Goblin, what are you here
crying?
for?
I actually came up trying to give my perspective on the archetype of the individuals that are doing the things that you guys were speaking about.
Are they our rulers, Gobs? Are you talking about our rulers?
No, like the people
Okay.
that are going out and doing this stuff that
I
they
don't
got
have any rulers.
There was a time frame when dyeing your hair was cool, or get a little piercing or whatever, that was cool, or maybe a little tattoo, and now it's all just completely ego, and it's like maxing out any type of like transhumanism things that you can do, like mixing man with machine. In the Bible and other books speak about this.
All right, I see where you're going, Gobs. You're saying that people will become and are becoming gender neutral. Everybody will be one
Robots.
homogeneous blob mixed with
Robots.
AI and robots. Yeah.
But not even close. No rulers, no masters.
Okay, prove
Those
me
are just-
different.
Hey, listen, rulers and masters are only for slaves. So when you say you're rulers, that makes you a slave, Joe, by definition.
That's what I was
You
asking.
have
I
rulers, so you're
don't
a
know why
slave.
people need rulers.
You have a slave
They're
mindset, and
enslaving
I'm not saying it
themselves
because of
with
your
their
skin
own
color.
mentality.
I was saying
I've
the
said
opposite,
it to-
Stephen. I was saying
said
you
it to
don't
white
need
people
rulers.
as well, and Asians, Orientals. I've said they're
I was
slaves.
saying you don't need rulers. See,
No, you said you said our rulers. Rewind it. You said our rulers. You view them as rulers. So you have a slave mindset.
these guys
Joe.
have been here for
Jeff.
the entire conversation. They know what I've been saying.
Jeff,
What's up?
part of the agenda is to transform man to machine, and not only to mix man with machine, which there could be positive benefits to that as well, and negatives, just like everything else, but they're also going to be starting to mix man with other like animals. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff is
dog.
prophesied, bro. It's prophesied.
What do you mean? Literally cat dog?
Literally, like, yeah, genetic, like gene editing and all types of shit. Like it's prophesied in a lot of different religions, a lot of different ones. And that's what
I'm
I'm
not so
saying.
sure of that. I read a lot of religious shit. Can you point to some of it?
I know one actually. Well,
What were the Nephilim doing with the people when they were splicing genes?
Okay, first of all, it's prophesied. I don't know if the Nephilim, something that happened a long time ago, we can call that prophesied if this is your prophecy argument. All right. We'll go with the Nephilim then. The Nephilim were splitting genes.
And it's also the same story as the Anunnaki. It's the same story
Anunnaki could be arguably splitting genes. Nephilim, though, weren't they just the son of the
son of the
Watchers? The Watchers.
Some call them the son of God. Some call them the fallen angels. This, that, and the third. There's different interpretations, but just like that, they were present in the days of Noah, and they will also be present in the future, which means that they've always been here. Okay.
I bet you were.
I believe it's underneath us. Honestly, I believe it's underneath us.
What's that?
Like physically, I think that there's an overworld and there's an underworld.
What's in the underworld?
I couldn't tell you.
This is the underworld. We're in it right now.
I believe that there's a layer beneath us.
This is a hell realm.
I believe there is a layer beneath us, and I believe that we're walking on a layer.
You can believe anything you want.
I don't believe. You can believe it. I don't believe.
I don't know. Yes, you're being insincere here. If you believe there's a layer and people living under there, you visualize them. And I asked you, who are these people? What do they look like? Or however I phrased it, and you was like, I got no idea. You have an idea that people are under there. Are they people? Are they angels? Are they dust, gas, blobs? You got an idea.
Show some evidence.
I actually think it's everything you just said, and then
show some evidence. You're dreaming, man.
I can't tell you evidence, but I can tell you that you can go look up. You can go look up the gold. Okay, gold is petrified plasma, which is inside of our bodies. And if you think about a physical giant,
which is you're made of gold. Wait a second. Are
plasma
you nuts? You
is
you're
gold.
made of gold?
It's petrified, bro.
You think you're made of gold?
I'm gonna ask Google
no,
that shit.
But
I need to like shoot LSD in my veins.
Gold is in everything.
This is like off the rails. This is
no.
Rails,
It's fair.
Bro, you need to bring this down to earth.
Pirates a minute ago. Is it your belief that gold?
If you were on a planet right now, it would be Uranus, bro. Can you come back down to earth?
Biological remnants of giants, guys. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
gold is the biological remnants of giants.
Yeah, partially. I don't believe that all gold is that, but I believe that that is gold.
But some gold is plasma into bodies.
No, I believe that all gold is plasma.
Oh,
but I cannot tell you that I believe that
all gold is plasma.
Yeah,
you're nuts, man.
It's petrified.
No, you don't even know what plasma is. What
are you on?
Plasma?
It's petrified plasma. Look it up.
Are you on meth?
Do your own research.
That, please.
Why would I say some off the wall shit like this?
Look,
if
please,
I
please stop. Goblinosis, please. Listen, when you talked about animals and humans, I was with you because in the 1920s, Stalin, just look it up. I put the link in the back. They literally tried to make humans and apes into a new creature. Like that is a fact. It's already been tried. That's 100 years ago. They tried this. They took like gorilla sperm and human eggs and gorillas, human sperm and gorilla eggs.
Gorilla army.
Joe, was it 1991 or 1995?
Maybe that's how we got
they cloned Dolly the sheep.
Is this the
meth?
I remember that. I could ask Google.
Is this the meth conspiracy channel?
Dolly the sheep.
Apparently it is now.
They've done multiple clones.
Hey, Goblin.
Hey, to specify it for
96, Goblin.
Your piss is not gold. Your urine isn't gold.
Yeah.
You're not peeing gold. It might be golden colored, but it's not gold.
And I couldn't find anybody that said gold was a plasma.
You're not pissing gold.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on this either. This is just.
Have you ever seen a geode?
This is crazy.
Yes, I got some on the desk.
Yeah, it's petrified fruit.
What you got, Joe?
This is crazy.
Geode.
Yeah, it's a petrified piece of fruit. That's what a geode is.
This is crazy,
bro. You're off the rails, man. Like I don't know. It's just this is
now. Look, if you want to look deeper into it, mild life, midlife. I've seen you around. I've never spoke with you though. But if you want to look deeper into it, CRISPR editing, CRISPR. Yeah, that's a petrified piece of fruit. That's petrified fruit.
Okay.
Okay,
I
it's
guess
not.
maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Okay.
an old
It's
rotten
hard as
coconut.
fuck, so you know.
Joe
Why
has an old
content?
rotten
It's
coconut.
like what do you call it? Crystal or quartz or something. Where's my camera? This might be hard to
Because
pick up,
it's
but
been
it
petrified.
shines like
To
crystal
everyone in
and
the
quartz.
chat room, Joe is not holding up gold. That's not a gold bar. Goblin might be seeing gold, but that's not gold. That's not
No,
gold.
I said that's a geode, which is a petrified piece of fruit.
Oh, you said
What does this have to
geode.
do with
A geode isn't fruit. A geode
Yes, it
is
is.
fruit.
It's
No, it isn't.
mineral.
Damn
It's
it.
not organic.
like
It's not
what is
fruit.
this?
It's fruit. It's
Transhuman
petrified.
UP gold, bro.
God,
It's
who
like
told you that? Somebody misinformed you. or
Gold is
miseducated
in
you.
everything.
It's
It's
not
in your
fruit.
hair. It's in the
No,
air
it's
that you
not.
breathe. Yes, it is.
I'm
Gold
I'm
and
sorry, but
it's gold
not.
and
you're
it's sodium.
misinformed.
It's gold and
I-
salt, bro. And
I'm inhaling
polymer,
gold
I'm
which is
sorry
now.
clay.
for you.
What did you
Somebody
inhale
led you
before the
astray.
show?
People that talk about like
Okay.
science lying to
Somebody
us.
let me
This
astray.
right
I'm
here.
providing.
This is an example of that.
Do your own research.
I'm not
telling you, I would
insulting
not
you. I'm
say some off
curious.
the wall shit like this if I haven't
Hey
looked
man,
into it.
listen, Goblin. I'm
seen
just curious.
geodes.
What
They're
did you
not fruit.
inhale before the show?
That's a
Did you
good
inhale
question.
something other than gold? I'm just
Laugh.
wondering.
Laugh. I don't care. You'll be
No, it's a question.
blind leading the blind, just like you
It's a
say
real
about
question.
everyone else.
Did you inhale something before this show that wasn't gold? Did you inhale something?
I'm not
Well, I was about to have a
participating.
tribal
I'm not
council. Joe already
participating in
dropped
your
off.
games, dude.
It's not a game, bro. I'm genuinely curious. Did you?
I'm just
perhaps-
telling you, I'm not crazy.
No, I'm not saying you're
And
crazy.
I know that what I'm
you're-
saying sounds crazy, which means that if you
So you
have an
know it
interest
sounds
to know
crazy. You know
more,
it makes no
go
sense.
do your
that
own
that's petrified
research.
fruit
That's what
and
I'll tell you.
plasma is
I
gold.
want to
If
know
you
about the
question
breathing
it,
know it
in
go do
gold.
at
your own
least sounds
research.
crazy.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna say anything else.
I'm not bashing you. I'm serious. I'm curious. How do you know that we're inhaling gold out of the air? Can you just answer that one thing?
It's a particle that's in the oxygen that we breathe. I'm not saying we breathe all gold like that. No, we breathe.
How could? Okay.
No, it's
How
we
could
breathe gold. We breathe sodium. What is it? Sodium. It's
nitrogen,
the salt, man.
oxygen.
It's the
It's
salt.
somewhat
Yeah,
in.
sodium and polymer, which is in like the clay, polymer clay. You know what I'm saying? It's different things that we're breathing at the same time.
Why
If you
can't we
think you're
detect
breathing
it? Measure the air.
pure
Why can't
air,
scientists
I don't know what
detect?
to tell you. Huh?
I'm asking. Why can't
It's-
scientists detect it in
Ask
the
the
air when
AI.
they measure
Scientists
the air?
have detected it. Where do you think
In a
I'm
room.
getting these statistics from?
I
Bro?
don't know where you're getting it from. I've never heard
Bro,
of
there's
it.
no
telling you,
gold in the
if
air.
you
There's
have
no
an
gold in the air.
interest in what I'm telling you, go
I've
do
never
your
heard
research.
that there's gold in the air. Seen any
There's gold
evidence
in
that
the
links-
there's gold in your
I'm
hair.
asking the AI right now.
There's
Let's see
gold
this.
in your skin, bro. There's
There
gold.
why
isn't
I'm
really
bald?
any gold floating around that you could collect. Here's why. It's a very heavy
No, you
element.
can't collect it.
Even
No.
tiny particles would quickly fall to the ground due to gravity. Most gold on Earth is found deep underground, not on the surface where it could get into the air. However, there is a tiny amount of gold in volcanic ash. Volcanoes can release gold particles when they erupt, but these amounts are very small and extremely difficult to extract.
370 micrograms of gold are in the atmosphere that we breathe. Apparently, Goblin's right.
What? There's gold in
There
the air.
is
Goblin
gold
is
So
right.
if
around
we
floating in
pretend
the air.
there's
Tiny,
a
tiny
significant
bits.
amount of gold, so what? What does it mean?
There's gold in the air. Wait a minute. This is too much.
Yeah.
It's not
Joe,
about what does it mean.
Joe, I
That's
used
what I'm
to ru-
saying. Just do your research if you want to know.
Joe,
more
I used
about
to
what
run a
I'm-
machine that
Go ahead.
would analyze any gas there was. And air, the only thing that was ever picked out of normal air was oxygen, nitrogen, and argon. Nothing else showed up on this machine.
I
No
dig
gold,
it.
you rich.
I'm assuming your machine was not able to pick up all things because we know there are other particulates in the
Yes,
air that we breathe,
yes,
right? We know that.
yes.
I have a
It
question.
was
Joe,
it
are you
could pick
smoking
up
gold
any.
right now?
Are you telling me I'm not bringing in any dust, flowers, pollen right now?
You are, but are you smoking gold?
That's
Am I
flower
smoking
right
gold?
there.
I'm
And it could be
smoking
gold. It
Acapulco
could be
gold.
gold shell.
Joe has the
berries,
good stuff.
funk
Joe's
berries,
got the
funk
ghetto
berries.
gold.
Oh, yeah.
Joe's got the ghetto gold. He's taking some hits of gold off the bong.
This is good shit. He ain't bullshitting you.
Hey, Goblin, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If there's gold in the air, then you're right. Okay, I'm not somebody that will keep arguing. If I'm wrong, and if you're right, if there's gold in the air, and I stand corrected.
That's
It looks
why I
like
was
they're
just trying to
tiny
leave it
particles,
alone
but
because
it's
I know that
logical.
a
No,
lot of things I
Dobbs.
say sound stupid, but
Let's put
And
you
I
on. No, let's
apologize.
put you back
I
off the
apologize
hook.
to Goblin.
You're good.
No, let's put him back. Don't let Goblin off the hook. And I know Jeff doesn't want to talk about this for
Hey,
long, but
Joe.
where were you going? Because we breathe in these infinitely tiny small particles of a gold. What was your point? That somehow we're dying and it's coming out in
Plasma
chunks?
is gold.
What was your point?
Plasma is gold. That was what I was.
It's not
getting
gold.
Oh, and that's a horrible point.
when
Considering
it's
all the
petrified.
plasma
That's
in
even
your
worse of a
blood
point
and
than
the
gold in
small
the air.
particles of gold in the air. That
when
would not
when
equate.
it's petrified, and the purposes of this is if
Nothing
everything
in
was,
us is humans don't live long enough to have anything in us that's petrified.
you're walking on things that are petrified every day.
No, but in the plasma in us is not petrified.
No, it's not petrified. It's still physical. It's liquid. You know what I mean? Like it's in us.
Well, I
can't believe I'm saying this, but I think
I would
Goblin might have
check
some
with my
point here.
dealer and go back.
My what?
Trace amounts of gold can actually be found in our blood and therefore plasma, the liquid part of blood, to a very small degree.
It's
it is
logical.
Just minuscule, but it's not the plasma. It's not
Of
identical
course
to the
not.
plasma.
It would
found
be
in the
one
plasma.
nanoparticle out of
We're talking about
57 trillion.
2.2 milligrams in an adult human body.
I think Goblin proved us all wrong.
No, you guys didn't believe
No,
it. Sound
I gotta
logical to
say,
me
I
from
think
the start.
Joe, I think you and me, Jeff, and Midlife.
I don't know what argument.
Don't throw me in there. Gold in the
I
air
think you're
sounded
wrong,
logical. You're funny. You said I'm just wrong anyway. Huh?
No, I think Goblin got us on this one. I think he's on.
I agreed with Goblin. Who was us? You got a mouse in your pocket? Who was us? I agreed with Goblin from the start.
I don't have a mouse in my pocket.
No, he's just happy to see you. What kind of expression is that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel it's actually just pointless knowledge that I just actually happen to research. I don't know what it means.
Very good.
You know.
Well, thank you for
I think you're selling yourself short. I don't think it's pointless knowledge. I think you might be onto something here. I don't want to speak for Goblin, but I think what he was getting at.
I think it's pointless knowledge. I can't think of anything to do with it.
Are you calling him dumb then, or Jeff? Are you saying
no? I'm calling the
dumb?
knowledge pointless.
Okay.
I did call him uneducated and misinformed, but I guess that was
okay.
Me.
Jerk.
Joe's got the
it's
hoodie
just
on
information
now.
overload.
Joe's got the hoodie on. Watch out, Joe's back to his Joe Cool with the hoodie on.
I'm gonna curse about y'all. Let's talk about race in a minute. Be careful.
I think that Goblin was saying that leprechauns at the end of the rainbow are made of gold. I think that's the summary of what Goblin was saying.
Where's me gold?
There's gold at the end of the rainbow in the pot of gold where the leprechauns are. And I think that this is true. There's gold in our blood. I mean, he was proven right. So,
all right. I know this is a little different, but Stephen, you made me think of it. Is there such a thing as the end of the rainbow? I don't believe there is.
No.
I don't think the rainbow ever touches.
Even at the end of a pride parade, they got to end somewhere, right? Rainbow.
Well, that rainbow
pride,
perhaps, but the one in the sky after a storm,
their
I don't think it touches the ground. In fact, it looks like they are circular. This is what I'm reading.
But what about the rainbow, Joe? What about the rainbow pride marches? They have an end point, so there is an end of a rainbow.
I will give you that rainbow. I went to support one of my gay friends. I was all in, and I got to that parade, and I turned around, and he understood.
You were going to march in a pride parade?
I was just wanting to go support my gay friend. I didn't expect guys to be there with their shirts and shit on, bro.
Joe,
what the fuck is this? And I laughed, and he honored it.
Joe, what are you telling me now? I'm seeing Joe in a different light now.
I try to support anybody going through trouble, and this man had fake girlfriends and shit. Our own friends used to get on him. It was just horrible what he went through, bro.
Was this a black guy?
In my opinion, black dude. Yeah.
Oh, and
they're called beards. Let's use the right terminology, please.
Right, he had beards in apartments and shit with him, and then at some point. Yeah, he had that whole lifestyle. He came out.
The ladies pretended to be straight.
So you enabled him to deceive people?
And at that time, he was in denial. I used to tell him, I think you're gay at this point. And not Joe, what are you crazy? Come on. Look at my girlfriend. He was one of those dudes.
Dad was still alive, probably.
His dad was still alive.
Told you.
You just came right out and said, "I think you're gay" to your friend.
I got another friend that I do it to every fucking year or two. I think he's so gay, and I think he's in misery and shit like that. But he's afraid it's the ghetto. It's hard to come out. He live on my block, which would be really hard to come out on. But he's over there with my sisters and my mom doing hair. And girl, you need to stop. I mean, he's flamboyant and will not admit it. Yeah.
Hey Joe, why are there so many gay people on your block where you live? Where do you live? What city?
I live in a really, really hard neighborhood on a really hard block. Really hard.
And
I can tell you kids that have been murdered on my block over this past summer. Good kids.
Really?
Yeah, it's a rough
and
street.
There's gay people living on openly gay on your block.
I said maybe one, and my buddy named off at least 6 or 7.
I'm gonna get out of here, Jeff. Take it easy.
Okay, good.
See you later, Goblin.
Easy, guys.
It was interesting.
Always is with that dude.
That was fascinating. I don't even know. My mind is whirling.
I know, I'm the same way when I sign off.
I don't know what to think.
Did I get schooled or did
right? What just
humility? It didn't feel like it could have been.
Jeff, you're golden. Jeff, you are golden.
You're gold.
It's good. It's all good. Dude. Gold. You're gold.
Well, I learned when black people were gay was from that episode of Law and Order. You know,
I never watched that.
Oh,
what was it in the 80s?
I know what you're talking about.
Probably.
Are you talking about the clip?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
I'll pull it up. I'll get it. This is
I just
funny.
learned from Joe. I didn't know black people were gay till Joe said it today. I had no idea there were gays as blacks. I didn't know. Joe.
No one's biting.
Barnabas knows what I'm talking about.
I got it right here.
A Law and Order episode.
Black gays?
It's only a clip.
It's 18 seconds.
Play that, Jeff. I don't know what their copyright laws are for TV stuff.
You can show copyright during a stream for like 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It should be okay. I've done it lots of times. They'll only pause the stream, Jeff. They won't shut it down.
They won't even do that for
copyright.
18
I'll just put the link. People can watch
it. Put it in the regular chat because I can't access it.
Oh, all right.
Well,
someone lit themselves on fire in front of the Trump trial.
Really?
What?
That's interesting.
Hey Joe, did any black friends of yours try to hit on you or try to like put moves on you and you had to push them away and say you're gay?
I know you're just trolling a little bit.
No, I'm not trolling.
I do believe the gay friend that I'm talking about, who I try to support at the parade, one of his friends, we were all going out together, and we were going out in different cars and shit. And a lot of his friends assume I'm gay because I hang with gay people. And he was like, "Oh, I want to ride with him, blah, blah, blah." And I said something like, "Dude, I am hyper straight." And he just died laughing. And the day went well, but no one's really outside of shit like that.
Midlife, give us a synopsis of that clip. You could probably do it better than me.
Okay.
Super straight.
I'll be an actor. Yeah, it's called Super Straight, Joe.
That's it.
It's actually a sexual orientation. That's another famous clip. But be careful, Joe, what you say, because notice that when what's his name, King or whatever he calls Stephen.
Yeah.
He's like
King Stephen.
You know the King Stephen is masturbating. He's like,
not at all, dude. Not at all.
If I may, he's like,
not at all.
You're
the one who wants to see me naked.
Can I finish? Can I talk? I mean, I got the spotlight.
Yeah, you can talk. Go ahead.
Can you mute these other people?
Pull your hat down and talk. Go ahead.
I want to know, Joe. Did he? Yes, he's like, "Hey, Joe,
this guy wants to see me naked."
Time at
this
the
guy
gay
wants
parade,
to see me
99.
naked so bad.
What did you guys do after? Where did you go? What did you eat? Ooh, tell me more. Did they ever hit on you, or did they just grab it? That's what Steven's doing. Just be careful. I want you to know that he is masturbating.
Give us that clip, bro.
Okay, here's the clip. Here's the clip. Okay, I'm going to play the
Oh,
dude
damn.
and
Jeff muted
Ice-T.
my mic. Wow. I want to say that I had an
so funny.
intelligent
Be
conversation
quiet,
last night.
Steven.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying
Okay,
to let
go
him
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, this is some real Shakespearean level shit. Here we go. I'm not gay. I have sex with men and marry women. And the Ice-T comes in. I got news for you. It means you're gay. And that's it. It's like the best clip ever. You have to watch it.
Okay, I'm looking at it now.
It's funny as hell.
I think Ice-T's
That's when
gay,
I
isn't he?
that's when I found out black men were gay.
Well, you think they're not like? I mean, what? I don't even know where this is going. But anyways,
Chuck, you're a genius. You just
I gotta go. Oh, Flo's back. Flo, what's up with Flo?
Speaking of gay men,
Yeah, speaking of gays, we got Flo
Flo
here.
is not
Flo's
gay.
gay. Flo's gay
Flo is
for
not
Hank.
gay.
I think.
Joe Cool is not gay.
Yeah, that was the funniest
Chuck is
shit
not
ever.
gay.
I
Funniest
think
shit
Flo's gay for Hank. You listen, I don't hate gay people.
He
I
might
had
be
a
gay for Hank.
guy-
Yes, he
I
might
had
be.
a gay guy on last night, a gay Satanist by the name of Jeff. I had him on for 5 hours, and we had a good talk on my show last. It's a true story, Joe.
I
Joe's
forgot
laughing.
Jeff was
It's
gay
true.
while I was telling all these gay
Here, I'll
stories. I
put the
be
link.
forgetting. Yeah.
I don't hate gay people, and I don't hate Satanists. I don't even hate Christians. Some of you,
And
I don't know.
Jeff
Some of
said you
Christians?
guys had a great conversation. He came on talking about how great that was.
Oh, I missed that part. But is that
Yeah, before I
anyone
even got
Christian?
up here, I think he was saying that.
Here, I'm gonna
Oh,
drop the
good.
link
Cool.
for people.
Chuck, are you a Christian? I'm not trolling. I'm asking a question.
I'm not a Christian by definition. I believe in a creator.
Do you
You don't
believe
go
in
to church
Jesus
or
Christ?
anything,
Though?
What's that?
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I believe in the creator.
Okay.
Oh, are you afraid? Oh, what just happened? I'm sorry. I'm not sure he asked you about Jesus, the creator, unless Jesus Christ is the creator. What was the answer to his question? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Okay.
I had trouble hearing him.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ as your savior?
Yes.
Are you? Oh, so you are a Christian then? You
I
believe in
believe
Jesus?
it. I'm
Okay.
not a Christian. I didn't think I was. I've never even been to church. But I
You've
believe
never
that
been to
much.
church?
I've never been to a church service.
Really?
I played ball in the
They
church
don't have any
gym.
black churches where you live. Black
Oh,
people
Joe,
usually.
you gotta go to a black church. At least one. Like
Black
What's a black
people
thing to
never
do,
go to a
Joe?
white church. They
I've
never
never
go to
been
white
to black
church.
or white.
I'll
Black
go
people-
with you one day if we're in the
I'd
same
go
area.
with
I
you.
will go to
I'd
a
go
black
with you.
church.
I tried to go one day on my own. And when it was over with, I walked out. I was like, all right, I finally went to church. And the guys heard me, was like, no, this isn't a church guy. I was just selling dope. I had some time to kill. I tried to go to a church and it was something different.
You
I
were
didn't know.
trying to go sell dope to church goers?
Yeah, my phone was going off in
Oh,
the church. I wasn't
Lord.
telling to them. I had to meet somebody on that side of town.
What?
And I had some time to kill because he was late.
You're gonna
And
get
so,
canonized at some
yeah.
point.
I went in there and they gave me I don't know if they gave me a Bible or not. They were nice. And I was like, this is pretty horrible. And they told me, I forgot what it was. This is a men's group or some shit. I thought it was a church.
Maybe it was a gay conversion therapy.
It was a gay.
You know it.
Yeah. Later in that same building, this is neither here nor there, but it just popped in my head. The guy who was running for governor, JB Pritzker, was there, and he was trying to get the black vote, blah, blah, blah. I'd heard about it. This is pre-cop watch and shit. And I went there, and as soon as he started speaking, a bunch of my friends who I don't think I went with, just people I knew, got up and started shouting him down and saying all this shit. What about this? How come you don't do that? And they rushed him out of there. And that was in the same building. And that was my introduction to JP Pritzker, who's now
Yeah.
governor.
He's a billionaire. Yeah.
Who's getting the black vote in November? Biden or Trump?
It will be Trump will win, but Biden will always get black people like most people are just puppets.
Trump got it in 2020. They shifted to Trump.
I don't believe that for a second.
No,
They
that's not
did.
true.
They have the numbers.
No, it's
all the
not.
groups
All right,
except for
I'll
college age white men and white women, like the
no. You said black people.
All
Trump,
the other demographics shifted to Trump from 2016,
including black
No,
people.
that's wrong, dude. They
no, it's not.
improved, but it wasn't more than. No way. No way. You
I'm
gotta check
gonna
his
ask
source.
Google.
It was huge strides, surprisingly, that people didn't expect, but no way did they get more. I would be shocked. But I gotta go. Anyways, peace out, y'all. Happy Friday. It's a pleasure to be on here.
I gotta check out your channel now. What is it? Is it called Midlife Bro Logic?
Yep, it is. So please pull up. It should be gone. Oh, can I say,
I
Jeff,
have
or
to
not?
take a look.
Rude.
Most people don't want to keep asking to see me naked, so there's something there I got to look into and see what's going on over there. But Joe, I was going to ask Joe Cool, and I've been meaning to ask him this for a while, but I kept getting interrupted on other streams. Do you like white people? Do you have any white friends? Because a lot of your comments seem anti-white on some of these other shows I've seen you on. I'm just curious. Are you like a black supremacist, or I don't know you?
Okay, well, I don't mind answering the question, even though I got to be honest. I'm sure you're being insincere, but
why are you saying that?
Easy, pimp. I don't think anyone thinks I've said. Anyone who's listens to me thinks I say. What do you say? Anti-white shit.
Yes, anti-white.
Can you tell me
said that
some
white
of
people
those
are
comments?
racist. You made comments on Flow States when I was over there one time.
Well, give me
saying,
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Anti-white one. Yeah. No. Give me an anti-white. That's what I was asking you. Give me an anti-white.
I'll give you an example. When you said on Flow States channel, I was on there one night, and you said, "See, do you all not see how racist white people are, or white people more racist than you thought?"
Say that too.
Yes, I don't think that makes me anti-white. I think it makes me logical.
No, it doesn't, because most white people are not racist. I don't know how
stereotyping about white people.
We'd have to define racism.
Well, it's a form of prejudice.
That's what I was going to say. It wouldn't be they hate black people or they don't like black people. Who believe they believe the bullshit programming, and they do believe all the shit that privileges white people got and shit. They don't even see them. They say privilege is invisible to those who have it. And that is the case with white people. Don't make them
how
evil.
am I privileged then as a white person? Where's my privilege?
What privilege do I have? I'm probably more poor than you are.
That's not the only privilege. I mean, surely, if I have privilege. Everyone has privilege, right? I mean, as a black person,
what is white privilege? It's a simple, just can you answer it?
I can and I will. Please be a little patient with me. If I go to Haiti or somewhere, and a lot of places in Africa, I have privilege just by being American. They think Americans are better. I have privilege there. That would be my privilege. If you come to my neighborhood, I have privilege over you on the basketball court and hanging around. They trust me immediately just upon looking at me. That's my privilege. So you think white people are the only people who don't have a privilege
over black people?
No, I was saying
we're talking about a race of people. How do white people? What is white privilege? Can you explain that?
Yes, did we agree with my black privilege when the white guy and the black guy walks on the court?
Yeah, I would
people
agree
will
with that
choose
example.
the black people first.
In
that's
group,
black privilege.
You're part of that in group. If that's your
okay.
But you think all white people share an in group and we all automatically?
But that's
trust
really.
each other
I would say that's something other than privilege. It's trust. It's knowing you in the neighborhood. They know me in my neighborhood.
No. I mean that's just generally not in my neighborhood. Not me per se. Any black and white people in the U.S. they go on the court. It's just in our head to think the black motherfuckers better. It's real.
I gotta see him play first.
Generally speaking, that is a held belief, and certainly
you might
I
think that.
Joe. That's a stereotype.
Here's another one.
We were taught to go beyond that.
But you're still dancing around the question.
I know better. I'm just talking about generally. That's
what
Americans
you're going to
think.
black. Why don't you answer what is white privilege? All
right, very good. White privilege. Here we go. A girl. This is at the days when the black people are trying to sit in at lunch and eat and all of that shit, and they're barely giving them shit, food. Or they're making them wait, making them go through the back door. White lady is late for taking her kid to school. She goes in there with her kid. She just wants lunch. She walks right up to the counter, gets her lunch, walks away. Doesn't make her a bad person. She just got some need for a kid. but there was privilege involved. Privilege over.
Do you have anything from today?
I do, but
You
I want
always
to make
have to
sure we're
reach
on the
into
same
history.
page. Stephen, do
There's
you
all this
understand what I
stuff
think
going in the world.
privilege
Let me
is now?
show you. Here, let me go 50 years back and grab something.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I know where this conversation
We're
is
not.
going.
You're 50 years in the past.
Oh, you know I was
off
moving
of the
up,
page
and I'm ready to
on
move up now.
2024. You were on 1950 something.
I had to drag us here
70
slowly
years
for a
different.
purpose. Stephen, do you understand what I mean by privilege by that example? It was your question.
No, I don't. I don't see white privilege existing today in the United States or Canada.
I didn't give an example of today. I asked you, did you understand my example of privilege?
But even in the 50s, you're saying a white lady can walk into a diner and cut in front of the line.
I didn't
they're
witness
serve
that.
her kids.
I
and
didn't
all the
ask you
black
if you
wasn't alive
witnessed
then.
it either.
I wasn't
You're
alive then,
dodging
so I
my
don't know whether
question.
that even happened or not. I wasn't there to see that. I'm talking
see-
about today. White privilege today, 2024, United States or Canada.
Well,
what do you mean?
You wouldn't
You
have
said that there's
seen
privilege
that
today.
either.
Now you're going back decades before I was
whatever
born.
example I give, you wouldn't
I
have
wasn't
seen
alive.
that either.
No, I'm
Right?
asking
It's
you
not
about
there
today.
to see. If you have to use an example from the past to
I don't
illustrate
have
something
to. I
today,
was
then
just
it's
trying
not there
to.
to see, or you pick something from today.
Why
That's
can't you
I
pick
obvious.
don't
one
have
from
to.
today?
Before I
Why?
ask your question, I want
Forget
to
about an
first
example.
point
Why can't
out
define it today?
that you would be unwilling to acknowledge privilege. I just
Does
wanted to
white
point that
privilege
out.
exist today at all in
Right?
America? Does white privilege exist
Of
today in our
course it
time?
does, and I've been building to
How?
this point. Here is
How?
your white privilege, Stephen.
Where?
Oh, you don't want to know. That's why you asked me where. You know I'm an idiot.
No,
Be nice, because I'm gonna make
I
all
do
sorts
want to
of
know. That's why I
assumptions.
asked. I'm
No, you
asking because
don't.
I'm
That's why you're
curious.
talking. Stop it.
Go ahead.
Here is your white privilege. When a black guy and a white guy drives down the street, similar circumstances, similar dress, similar everything else being similar, outside of their race, black guy has better odds. Generally speaking, all areas, generally shit of getting pulled over.
Bullshit.
Black guy, white guy, I'm not done. Black guy, white guy gets busted for the same crime, same everything, background, blah, blah, blah. Generally speaking, black guy gets more time. There is your privilege. I could go on, but are you with me so far?
I don't believe you.
I'd love to see the evidence. Where'd you get that from, Al Sharpton? Why are you laughing? I mean,
narrative.
Where'd you get it from?
That's something you believe. You have
we
that
ask
black
the whites
you think cops
racist,
stop black
and
people
you
and
fucking
sentence them
proving
longer
my
because they don't
point.
like black
No,
people as much
Joe.
as white people. That's a
Can you
false
back it up?
narrative that
Where's
somebody
the receipt?
propagandized into your head, and it bypassed the intellect that you so obviously have.
I missed the first part of that. Two of you were talking. The first part of that, what bypassed? How did you encapsulate what I said? Because I'm assuming you did it incorrectly. You encapsulated what I said. You was like, oh, so that means that people.
Who are you speaking to, me or Jeff?
I was talking to Jeff. I'm sorry.
Me or him?
I was talking to Jeff.
Me? Oh, what did I say?
You
I said that's the
something.
narrative. I don't believe that in reality. I need to see evidence of that. That's something you have in your head, that cops go around stopping black people more than white people and sentencing them more because they don't like black people as much as they do white people. That's a ridiculous narrative that you adopted somewhere or put together in your head that you believe over reality.
What do you believe that would be evidence? Because you know
the sentencing statistics. Show me the disparities in the sentencings and show me the universality of it, not just some little town in Texas.
See,
show
it's going to
me
get very
nationwide,
specific
all
here.
over the nation,
What is
all
evidence
of these cops
if
that
I
are
say
arresting
Google
black people for no reason, mind you, no reason, by the way. And they don't have any evidence to back up in their report why they pulled them over, and then they're sentencing them longer. And the judges are not writing detailed reasonings of why they're getting these longer. It's all a racist conspiracy that all the white people are winking and nodding at each other, like in The Watchmen.
No,
oh, we got another black dude today. Hey,
no,
this was going to get
that is not
10
what it
times
is.
longer than my cousin.
I think
who's
that's
white.
why
You are ridiculous. You are
no.
ridiculous.
I think that's why you think this I'm ridiculous, because you thinks that it makes me believe that all white people are in on something. All people believe this programming. Yes, I would love to show you. But again, we're at the evidence thing. As I asked Google, are blacks and whites, are black people sentenced to longer periods for the same crime as white people? If Google say yes, you're gonna get more specific. You're not gonna consider that evidence, I think.
Why would you
I have to
assume
see
that?
what you show me first. Then
I'm
I'll
just gonna
decide
ask Google.
how much I consider evidence.
I was just gonna ask Google.
I
Go
don't have
ahead.
anything to go right now.
I posted some evidence backstage for Joe and
Do
statistics
blacks
on
get
people shot
longer
to death
sentences for white people for
by
similar
U.S.
crimes?
police.
I thought it was
So
Senate.
I know, but I'm saying I showed a stat for shot to death.
Oh.
All right, so
backstage.
here's one United States
Is that
Sentencing
white
Commission.
privilege?
Black male offenders continue to receive longer sentences for whites for similar so and so.
And you think that's because of racism?
We
What's
just
it called?
said we okay.
U.S. sentencing.
That was the demographic for U.S. Sentencing Commission, University of Michigan Law. Across the distribution, blacks receive sentences that are 10% longer than those comparable to whites arrested for the same crime. That's University of Michigan Law. Georgia State News. Research reveals racial disparities in U.S. prison populations have declined, but blacks still serve longer sentences than whites, blah, blah, blah. That's Georgia State University.
I'm not finding this.
Black man at Washington blows. Black man sentenced to more times for committing the exact same crimes as white people. Study finds. It's the Washington Post.
Joe, is affirmative action white privilege? Like you said, I have white privilege, and I'm afraid that's why I asked the question 2 minutes ago. Where is my white privilege in my life that you could point to, where I have some kind of?
I thought I gave two good examples, but
no,
I've never we communicating here because you wanted evidence. You guys at Jeff in particular assumed I was crazy and just making shit up. I'm an activist. I'm a black man. I've been an activist. I was voted in the 90s as one of the top 20 in the country. So I look up statistics like this. So I already knew that shit existed.
I didn't know that.
You thought that I was just crazy.
BLM?
Now
No.
I've looked up the
How can you say what I
shit and
thought?
shows
Not
you the
my
stats.
mind. You don't know what I
and it
think of
said
you.
blacks receive more. Do you believe it
You're
now?
making assumptions about
Do
me.
they know why? What's the theory for why?
Very good, but very good. Very good.
What's the source? Washington Post
I just
is
gave
BLM and lefty.
Because that
that's
would be the
propaganda
judges, right?
magazine.
Making the decisions. The judges.
A lot of it a lot of it was because blacks are poorer, generally poorer, because blacks are perceived as powerless, and because of the perception of blacks. Like you
Blacks
made
are
like
poor. What about the South and
you're a black
Appalachia?
guy as a
Tons of
friend,
poor white people.
but you don't want them buying a house next to you because
You're
you know
wrong,
it will
Joe.
bring your home
There goes
value
the-
down.
Yeah, but
Nothing
I've
personal.
heard the way you live, and I've heard your stories. I don't know if I would want you in a house next to me.
Listen,
not because you're black,
listen.
but because I know your lifestyle.
Understand though that my family, I'm one of 6. None of them did what I did, turned out like me. They're all squares, living in the suburbs somewhere, right?
Squares. That's what black people call.
The one guy.
That's what black people call other black kids who like to
go
learn
ahead,
how to read. Well, that's what I've heard a lot of black guys call, and black women call them squares, and they want to date thugs and drug dealers and bad boys that have been in prison, and they call anyone else that's a decent guy with a job a square. I think Smith is right on the money when they said blacktivism, and when Smith said, "Oh, who owns the Washington Post?" Oh, that's right, Jeff Bezos. So yes, I think that Smith is right. Bezos does own a big chunk of the Washington Post.
Why are we talking about the Washington Post when I gave you all those other sources and you choose that? Why? Because it fits the narrative? Why would you only choose that one and dispute it?
You sound paranoid, dude. You sound paranoid.
Well, I'm sorry to sound like that, but the argument still holds. You chose Washington Post because you knew it was vulnerable. I'm not like slow or something.
What? You think I chose it because it's vulnerable? I just read what somebody in the chat room said, and I agree with Smith.
That's
multiple people.
Oh, no, yeah, technically, Joe, he's right. He's going off of this comment from Smith.
I read Smith's comment out of the chat room.
Smith is Stephen exponentially. They are the
Smith
same
is
dude.
not me.
Smith is just
not
worse.
me.
And
Smith, come up here,
Jeff. He saw that Washington Post shit. He jumped on it. He's smart enough to know that it's a fucking leftist
Come on,
rag
man.
and all of that
Of
shit.
course it is.
I'd have
But
jumped on
hey,
if I
Joe,
was a narrative painting motherfucker like that.
Hey, Joe, are
Yeah.
you a BLM? Are you in BLM? You said you're a black activist. Are you part of BLM? Black
I
Lives
went
Matter?
out. I went out on a lot of protests with Black Lives Matter.
How many
Do you
women
care
are
about white people?
Oh, I was
Or do
going
you-
3 and 4 a day. I went across the country. I mean,
Well, there
a
you go.
lot.
That
When I
shows
say a
that
lot.
shows you're biased. It shows you're biased.
Well, I've
But
been
do
on a
you-
lot of protests. Period.
Hey,
You
man,
know,
do you-
it does not
do
just
you-
Black Lives Matter across the country.
Do you
Every
care about
protest,
white people or just
communism,
black people?
Ukraine, weird shit. I've
Communism.
been on all those protests.
Are you a
Karen Gardner,
communist?
all of them.
Wait, are you a communist? I didn't know that.
I didn't
Are
say I
you a
was.
communist?
Are you asking or telling me?
Asking.
Insincere as the answer is no. But no one
You
would
marched
believe
with
because
them?
I went to a communist rally, one for the Ukraine, and not one. I go to multiple of all of them. That I am all of these things, unless you were trying to, I don't know, be a dick.
No,
I'm okay
I'm
with
not.
that though, because I got
Dude,
thick skin and
asking a
it's just
question.
fun to me. But I
Hey,
can't
dude.
lie and act like
Joe,
you're being sincere. Go ahead.
Joe, I am being sincere. You got it in your head that I'm not. I ask people questions.
As for the two
I
people
ask,
in the cheap seats that still think he's been sincere, that's for you. It's not for me. I don't
Dude,
buy bullshit, man.
I asked
don't even
Jeff, I don't
sell
know
it.
how many questions last night. He didn't come at me like this saying, I think you're being insincere every time I asked him a question.
Who's coming at who?
I'm just asking some questions because I don't know you. And you
Sound like
mentioned
my
being,
ex. That gaslight nonsense. But please
sound like
continue.
your
This
ex.
is endlessly
You feel like you're doing
fascinating.
more than just asking questions?
You said
That's-
you're an activist.
You
Of
don't
course I'm
say
going to
it.
be.
It's so fucking interesting.
You said you're an activist.
Here, let's
and
go
I
here.
asked,
Let's take it here. I am absolutely clear in the sense of racist that I disallow for most white
do you
people
hate
like
white
you, Jeff,
people?
and
Do
most
you
white
hate?
people I know. I
Wait,
would
wait,
say
let me-
Stephen is racist in the conventional sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're calling me a racist.
Yeah, you know I think you're a racist.
You think he's a racist?
Yes.
Why?
And I'll tell you why. They always, I shouldn't say they. I don't like when people do that to me.
Hey,
That's what makes you
wow.
sound racist.
Wow.
Those
I spot
people.
racists are black on YouTube. It's fascinating. But this
How
is
quick Stephen will ask for
certain
reparations.
things stand out. Certain people who do the chat shit, the spamming, the NIGGER shit. Don't mean they racist, but you know, that's one of the things you should look for.
Steven
Sane
does that?
white people who are not wouldn't do that. I don't know if you have done
When
that,
have I
Stephen?
done that here on Jeff's
I don't
channel?
think they have black people
Of course
in
I know
Canada.
if he's
He's in
done that.
Canada, Joe. They don't have black people up there. You don't have to worry about it.
This is the Great White
I'm
North.
not
I don't
Bro,
run
worried
into
in
here.
black
I'm in
Canada, they got
America. I
cars
don't
like
worry
the
about racism.
Flintstones still, bro.
I don't
You gotta-
run into black people. But Joe,
Dude,
why am I
if there
racist?
are racists, though, couldn't I? The people I should look for are the ones doing that in chat, right?
Hey,
Don't make
dude,
them a
I think
racist
you're
now, by
racist
no
now.
stretch.
I'm not just saying
I'm
it because
asking Jeff,
you
and you
call
must
other
talk
people
right
racist.
now because you're
I
uncomfortable.
have a right to defend myself.
Hang on,
My
I
my
Call me a
question
fucking
is, if I'm
racist.
looking for a racist, Jeff, isn't that a good place to start? The nigga, the spamming hard ER
Oh wait,
in
you
chat.
said the N word.
What do you
You
think?
said the
No,
N
not
word
in
on
this
Jeff's
day
show.
and age.
If I had
Especially
to
in
bet
this
my life, if I
Well,
had to
tell
bet my
me.
life, I would say King Stephen probably is racist.
You're an idiot. You're a
If I had to
loser.
bet my life.
You're a loser. You're a loser. Did they
Not
use it as a
really.
weapon and laugh? Yeah, that's
It doesn't
trolling.
make him a
That's
racist, by the
trolling.
way, Jeff. It
Whatever,
doesn't.
bro. I can't set the record straight.
I've never seen
You don't know
anything
me
from
at all.
Steven that
Why would
made
you
me think
label
he
me
was
that?
racist.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
This is
well,
I
low
got a
level.
Talking
feeling.
about
This is
black people at all.
low level shit. Calling
Yeah.
people racist like this. Where's your evidence?
See, they're victim shit.
I
Fuck
think
out
Here's
here.
my
I think
evidence.
you're racist, Joe. I
I
think
was
you're
just
racist,
starting to build,
and I
Stephen.
think
Trust
Lance
me.
is a loser, a
Where's
liar.
my evidence?
Yeah. Where is
All
it?
right,
Where's Joe?
proceed.
With me, give evidence of Stephen.
Oh yeah,
More.
I'm just saying proceed with himself. You know, just
I'm
feel
glad
comfortable in
that-
himself. I
Just
don't want
keep
him to feel.
talking.
Yeah, I don't want him to
my
feel
audience is
uncomfortable.
seeing
You know,
this.
with himself at any
I'm
point, because
glad
then
my
he could
audience
claim
is
like a
seeing
victim
this.
status or something.
This is being recorded. I'm glad my audience is seeing this. This is
This dude's
fantastic.
funny.
It doesn't hurt me. But you go
I
ahead.
hope they're being educated and entertained.
It's beyond that. It's showing what's over here.
the demon realm.
It's showing the difference between.
Bro,
my
I guarantee
channel
you, Maury
and
Povich would say you're racist, but okay.
Great.
I don't think you get racist. Like, I'm from the South. I feel like I have a
That's
pretty
quite
good
an
eye for racism.
accusation. Quite an
I don't
accusation.
get racism.
No, it isn't. It's called sarcasm. But if you feel bad about it, we could talk
Quite an
about it.
accusation. Joe called me racist, and I think that Joe really does think that.
I'm
But he
just
can't
telling
say
you my
why.
opinion
He
of
can't
things.
say
I
why.
can't tell you why.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
listen,
tell you
shut
why.
up for a
That's
second,
why
Joe,
he's
and listen.
calling
Let
you
me
racist.
finish. Let me
Yes.
finish for a second. I have a right to defend myself,
Sure.
as I would let anyone defend themselves on my channel. I don't treat people
Well,
this
get
way.
to it,
Whenever you're
Almighty.
ready, bruh.
I don't talk over them on
Damn.
my channel. So listen. I said the N word on Flow State's channel for a reason. It wasn't due to racism. It was because I knew how he would react. But apparently, you guys can't figure that out, especially Joe.
What about all
So
the
he
other
thinks
times you
that's
said it?
racism. Hey, Joe, why haven't I said that over here or on my channel?
I have my reasons for that. But what
Why
about all
haven't
the
I
other
said that?
times when you said it?
No, why
Was
haven't I
that
said
for a
that other
reason
places?
too?
Why have been places that I knew it was going to rile up, let's say, the host of the show that has already done
So
things
you
against
only
me?
say it in
Why was it
particular places. It's a tool.
places? Have you figured out the pattern, Joe? Maybe you're too
I
stoned to see
have.
the pattern.
Yes, I
Maybe you're
have. At
too
least I
stoned
think
to
I
see
have.
where I haven't said it. Maybe you should lay off the weed, start thinking a little bit
I
more with a
told you I
clear
have an
head.
opinion already, but
Oh,
you'll
come on,
love to
man.
go on. It's what
Have
you
I
do.
said the
You
N
think
word
people
here?
actually believe the nonsense that
Have
comes
I
out of your
said it
mouth.
here? All the times
I
I've
don't.
been here live,
I
have
think
I
so.
said it?
Yeah, to me, my soul can feel it. So you don't even have to
Oh,
say it.
wow.
You can feel his racism.
Do you have this
Yep.
on your
His
face?
soul can
Lance,
tell.
Lance, are you faceless
And
and
I'm
nameless?
white, bro. And I'm white. I could tell.
Are you just an anonymous loser hiding like a coward?
Yes.
And then
No,
saying,
Lance
shit?
is
Is that what
actually
you are?
pretty cool.
Is
Yes.
that what you are?
Yep.
We're
Yes, you
trying
are.
to keep it off the
You are.
ad hom. You know, Jeff don't
You
like
are.
that
Oh,
shit.
come on, Joe. You're anti-white. Joe, I
Well,
think
dude,
you're
listen.
the.
Anything to
I
take
think
off the
Joe hates
pressure of you
white
being
people.
racist, I get it.
I
Just keep
think
going.
I think Joe hates white people. I really do, based on his comments on other
His
channels.
I don't think
last
he hates
That's why
white
I
attorney
asked
people,
is
him.
but I think he has a very
I think,
reductive and
well,
distorted
Jeff,
view of
you
racism.
If you dye
disagree,
your
but I
hair,
think
you're
he
racist,
hates
Why
right?
you
white
would
people.
underestimate me, man?
I
You
think
know the
Jeff
type
is
of
kind
cat
of
I am.
defending Joe and his guests here, but Joe, I truly do see you as someone that is anti-white. You come
Yeah,
across
well,
that
I'm
way on
okay
shows.
with that. You're entitled to your beliefs as
You're
I should be
anti-white.
entitled to mine. I'm okay with
I
that.
don't think you have
In
any white
fact,
friends,
I would
do
assume
you?
that.
In real life, do you have real white friends? Any?
Oh Lord.
Will that
Come on.
change it? Right. He just don't know
Come
what he getting
on, man.
at.
aren't you married to a white lady?
Kind
Joe,
of. In my house full of white people, my chick
you're
Bro,
is kind of white.
anti-white.
it's not
Uh,
1800s,
He's
bro.
a
Yes, he knows
blacktivist.
white people.
He's a blacktivist. He's BLM. He's
Bro, Facebook
BLM.
and shit's been out for years. I don't know if you
Oh,
know.
Facebook friends. That's real
80%
friendship.
of them BLM crowds
Wow,
were
what a
white
genius.
people, by the way.
Have you had your
College
IQ
did
tested,
the study.
Lanza?
Yeah, I'm not even on Facebook, idiot. Are you?
Are you in
Daniel,
triple
I'm trying to
digits?
figure out
No,
which
I'm
topic
not. Are you in
we're
triple
talking
digits?
about.
I don't think you can
No.
break triple digits.
I
You
think
or
I
No,
Joe.
whatever you think.
And it's
Whatever
not
you
because
think,
Joe's
brother.
black.
Whatever your racist mind
It's
wants to
not
wander
because
to, I'm with you.
it's not because Joe's
You're in a
black. I
cage, bro. You're
Whoever
gonna get
said that,
I
I'm
don't
recycled.
with
think you
you.
could
Whoever
break.
just said that
I
comment.
don't
That's
think you could break
exactly what's
triple
going on.
digits.
I keep forgetting that he's broadcast to another audience, so he's
Oh,
performed a
it's
little
okay,
bit.
Joe.
I keep
Yeah, yeah.
forgetting that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just assume that on these
Calm
shows.
down.
There's,
What do you
Just
have a
calm down.
What do you have a
Calm down, man.
picture of your 95-year-old father's corpse as your icon?
Be nice, bro. Be nice. We don't want to sidetrack
I don't know
shit,
what you're
man. Out of
talking about.
respect.
It
I don't know.
sounds evil.
I egg
You
people
sound
on. I'm
evil
sorry.
and weird, creepy, and evil. You sound weird.
Right.
Hey, he'd love for that
You
energy
do.
to
You
come
sound
out
creepy.
anyway, right? You
You
know,
sound
that
creepy.
energy
Talking
seeks
about dead
like energy.
people,
It seeks a
dead father
kind,
or something.
it's
That's
kind,
weird.
which is
Talking about
why
somebody's
he's
dead
so
parents. That's
uncomfortable with
weird.
me because
I
I
think
won't take
Jeff's
the low
lines are
road
weird. I
with him,
think Jeff's
which
standards
is
are
why
weird.
he
I gotta
throws
say
the
this.
N-word
I think
around me, Jeff.
I think
He
Gen
is
X Jeff is
desperate to
weird in
pull me
terms
down.
of standards. He lets certain things go and he'll draw the line
Steven,
and say, "Oh, that's over across the line." But he'll let people
Steven, the
talk about
type of
You
dude
see
to
him
spell the
turning on you,
N-word.
Jeff?
there
He
is an
turning on
element
you,
of
It's
Jeff?
weird. It's
host.
weird.
He
I don't think
turning
there's a
on you,
set
Jeff?
standard here for
Steven, the
conduct.
type
I
of
don't,
dude to spell the N-word in alphabet soup.
not at all. Not at all. But I think Jeff's standards are all over the place at this point. I'm starting to figure out things and see what the
It's
way
Jeff's
things are.
channel. It's
I
Jeff's
don't think you
channel. He
I
understand,
can do
Steven.
what
realize
he
it's his
wants.
channel. I realize it's his channel. But I'm starting to see that there's not not a consistent
Can
standard.
you get
That's
rid of
all.
the lisp and we
He
could
can do
understand
whatever
you a
he
little
wants.
better?
I don't have a list. You sound like, oh, can you? You sound fucking like a hick, Chuck.
Well, thank
And then
you.
you cry when people listen. I didn't fuck your daughter, so don't get so upset.
Hey,
Hey,
Steven.
hey,
Whoa,
hey.
there you go
Oh, there's
again.
the standard. It's like,
Nope,
You
nope,
couldn't.
nope,
You
nope,
couldn't
nope.
pay me money to act like that, dude, bro. What the fuck? Like, if
He
he's doing
was
that on his
asking
own,
me.
he's brainwashed as shit.
He was
That's
asking me, Joe,
that's
have you
twice.
figured out why I don't drop the N word over here? Yes, because you still think Jeff has faith and confidence in you. That's why you don't. But at some point, he'll see the real you, and you'll do what you did, and you'll become you. He'll see it.
Tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist.
Wow.
I don't think this either. I don't think that's. I mean, maybe it's. I don't mind if
Look at
people
Dan. You
like
did
this
you
channel.
Daniel, that
Actually,
was
if people want to
cold.
clip or restream or whatever,
Bro,
please
it's
do.
stupid, bro. Like like I don't know if he watches TikTok. Maybe his mind's fried. Maybe he never ate vegetables as a child. I don't know, but
I give
it's
him
not.
that he is not as racist as he comes off
I don't think
because
he's
of
I
shit.
don't know where they came from. I don't think he's racist. I've talked to I
What?
spent 5.5 hours talking to him last night. We've had
Yeah,
conversations on this stream for several hours.
yeah.
I don't think I've not gotten any
Yeah,
indication that he's
that's
racist.
fine. Yeah.
Nothing's that come up in our conversation that indicated
I'm
it.
just saying though, if I had to bet my life, I would have to decide like one way
Yeah.
or the other. I'd be like, yeah, he's gonna be power. He's gonna be white power, Canada, British power.
Anybody, the first motherfuckers who rush into a room and see a black guy, and every black thought, he can't control his mouth. Joe Cool, why all the black people killing each other in Chicago? Joe Cool, how come black people? Joe Cool, and it's it's
I
like,
don't think it's because he's racist. I think he does it with anybody. Like he finds any point about anybody, and with you, it's your blackness.
Well,
yeah,
the difference is he's not trying to learn. He's actually trying to like not provoke, but like incite and like giggle like a little bitch.
yes.
Maybe, but plenty of people do come on here and do that.
But you don't
Sure,
think that
That's
that's
trolling.
why he's nothing special.
I agree with you, Jeff, that it's these type of cats, many of them, that's their characteristics to attack everybody. But you don't think his choice of attack speaks to a thing at all?
I don't know. What am I supposed to interpret? I take
You
him
tell
generally
me.
in
I
good faith.
interpret shit, right? If a guy comes in and the first thing he starts doing is talking about a person's features, whatever you call it, then I interpret that a certain way. If that was his choice of attack, it yells to me certain things. He's talking
Okay.
about a person's physicality.
Well, then what do you do?
First thing I do, I guess I try to figure it out, right? Why are you talking about a person's physical shit? And it could be a host of reasons. I'd spend a few days, weeks, months. I'm patient getting to know the guy. I'll figure it out. It won't take long. I'm a bright dude. It'll be he has some. He doesn't cam up. He probably has some. Or he probably had some when he was younger. He was bullied, and this is residue. All right, traumatic residue. Whatever it is, then I try to help the guy. By now I'm his enemy. He hates me because he see me sniffing at his ass all the time. But I'll try and I'll be that guy at his worst moment when everybody else kicked him out. Oh my God, I will pop up. I'll be that kind fuck. Yeah, that's the shit I will do.
You know what it's kind of like, bro?
Hmm.
You ever like be at a restaurant and you see people just like yelling, like just being like a couple, just being like, hey, this and that, like you didn't leave my wallet. I told you grab my shit.
Yes.
This and that, and they like dude, it's putting on a show, bro. Like that's cool. Like if you want to be Hollywood
I like
show
it.
boy,
I like it. I
that's
love
cool
it.
if you want to be Hollywood show boy and this and that. But it's like, bro, like
Yes.
don't expect to be respected every single fucking time. Like
I know that I don't understand that the same way I accuse Jeff of not seeing such obvious shit all the time. But to me, it goes
Why do
along
people
with.
keep telling me that? But they don't ever tell me what I'm not seeing. We have this special site that you don't have, but and so we're gonna come here and advise you and fill you in with all the stuff you can't see, but we're not gonna tell you what the fuck we're seeing. That's manipulative as fuck.
Oh, sorry. I hit so
You're not the only one doing
it. But I was gonna
funny,
say
though.
that's something that I don't see either. It was where I was going with that shit.
Oh, okay.
don't fuck, I forgot what it is. Whatever you were talking about, the people at the restaurant, the show shit. A lot of people are putting on shows. It's entertainment. It's for people who watch, and I miss that every time. I miss that they're responding because the people in chat are egging them on. I miss that they have to have a certain amount of. They're coming over in a certain room to say a certain thing because they're preparing for their next show. I miss that all the time, and I'm just having a fucking conversation. I'm horrible at seeing that people are putting on a performing. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I'm not very good at seeing that either.
Yeah, it's kind of like the dude who will like, be like, "Can you lend me $50?" Like, I'll get you back in like 3 days. It's like 6 months later. It's kind of like that. Or it's like people's words just do. They just don't stop. And
I want to address these autism comments because one of the features of autism, you can look it up, is social perception or social awareness. There are things, however neurotypical, whether it's a part of the brain or certain neurons that they're using to pick up on these things, we don't have them. So when we say we don't pick up on them, please believe us. I may look weird to you.
I believe
how can anybody not pick up on it? But some of us just fucking can't, and that's one of the things that makes it autism. So
my son cannot pick up a social cue for anything.
To save his
I
life.
can't either. I can't pick there's this like thing about Steven I'm supposed to see, and people try to convince me about other people that come on here and they're all seeing it, but they don't tell me what the thing is that they're seeing. Like, describe
I
it.
understand
Show
what
me.
you're saying exactly. I understand, but like you said, if you're missing that gene or whatever it is, they can interpret it to you. I feel like the same way. People are like, they get to know me like, God, you're smart as fuck, but you're the dumbest kind I know, because I miss the obvious all day, every day. I'm just incapable of it, apparently.
It's obvious.
Yes.
But then I also notice shit that nobody else seems to notice, and I try to share that.
Right.
Too.
That's just how it is.
I don't know why I'm like different, or people single shit about me.
I don't like people, Jeff. Like,
I've
I
dated
like
narcissists. I'm a narcissism magnet. I'm very familiar.
Hey, here's why you know I'm not a narcissist, Jeff, because I love to give my opinion. You know that, but I hate to try to put myself on another person. Watch me. I won't be telling you what to do with Steven, how to run your shit, how you should do with anybody. I wouldn't want anybody.
I'm not treating him any different than anybody else. If he can come on and engage in conversation, he could stay.
I would admire and respect
personal
that.
and goes on the attack like other people have done. They go.
I want him like he is, at his best behaved. For whatever reasons, they're invalid in my head. He acts out. I'm sure he has his reasons in his head. The things that he says to get him popped. I prefer him there, constricting himself a bit, restraining himself. I love these conversations, so I prefer him over here. I have no reason to urge you to get rid of him, as long as he's willing to act like, in those parameters that I want. That's more than a motherfucker I would dare ask for on my own. I couldn't even ask a person to do that.
And let's be honest, not everyone deserves a microphone all the time.
You made me think of so much other shit. Yes. Somebody said, what is it with these young TikTok fucks that think everything that come out of their mouth is so fucking important that everybody needs to hear it?
I remember when I was like 16 and I knew everything about the earth too and shit. Yeah. When I was like 16, bro, I was like a genius. I was like, oh, you couldn't. I know everything, bro. Are you kidding me? Everything. The fuck are you talking about? $40? I can live off $40 a week. What are you talking about?
I was literally a genius, categorized and charted and graphed and everything. And then at 17, I thought I was a dummy at 16. I'm brilliant now. I know everything. At 18, I thought, oh my God, I knew nothing at 17, but I know it all now. I fooled myself for years with that dumb shit.
Dude, my buddy, he said he was like 8. I remember we were like 18, like just up at some like I don't know courts or something, and he's like he was acting like he was like semi-retired or like retired. He goes, "Yeah, man, he's like I have like $2,500." He's like I'm 18, $2,500. He's like I'm retired, bro. Like he legitimately thought he was gonna retire.
I wish.
Dude, oh my god, that guy's so awesome.
That's so funny.
And then one time his mom, he told me, he goes, my mom was like, "Hey, how much money did you save or whatever?" And he's like, I told her, and she was like, "That's it." And he was like, I felt embarrassed. He's like, I better start going back to work.
That's funny. Hey, your man's
Bro,
a realist.
my friend. Yeah, my friend's awesome, bro. He came a long way, man. Started from the bottom.
And that the way I see it, why I don't give people shit, because people change. All right, man. And I know that now that I'm older and I've changed. So even when people are acting out, saying crazy shit, doxing niggas, grandmamas and shit, it's really difficult to judge them because in 10 years they might be fascinating, beautiful, loving, positive, all those things. That happens.
It does happen, yeah.
And it's more likely to happen if they can stick around and get old enough. It's more likely than they remain crotchety. That happens too. They'll start wearing like double horns or whatever.
We need to get
spikes.
I thought that was a sign of wisdom.
Dude, one time I went to go get cornrows in my hair, and they asked me if I was a cop, bro.
That's hilarious.
So you were going
just
undercover?
I'm kidding about the cop part, but I did go get cornrows. But
that's the cops.
I can believe that.
Yes. All white people probably have a lot more conversations when they get cornrows, right? A lot
dude, I
of
walked in there. I was like, I hate the police.
I remember
bro.
that from the 80s. I think it was Bo Derek that started.
Hey, Jeff, back to the kind of what we were talking about. I just thought a healthy person, what they want to know about black shit, they have a healthy way of asking. The racist, and there's no so-and-so, it's just a thing. They believe to smoke. They have an unhealthy way. It doesn't mean that they are, but look for that. And all I do is look for a bunch of them together. And they, at some point, I'll be like, yeah, this nigga racist.
So
They'll
the
never
way
be
he was
something that just
asking
says,
you,
bam, he's a racist.
it was the way he was asking about racism that made you.
Well, he was staying hemmed in on the black thing it was always the black thing, the black thing.
But part of it, like other people have said that about Joe before, including myself. He seems to have this thing against white people, about white people.
Well, he does.
Kool-Aid. And that was the starting point for the conversation. So he wasn't confronting Joe with anything that a lot of other people have said. So I don't know how he came at it in a particularly black way.
Here is what it is. People who say that thing, and this is going to gain me no points, but it's people who say that. I just shut the fuck up sometimes.
Well, that was another clue. He would ask Joe a question, and when Joe would start to answer it, he was zinging off on him again without even letting him answer the first question.
A provocateur.
No, I didn't mean racist.
Yeah, Jeff, you're right. That term is correct that you just used. I know how you use that term. Provocateur is like honestly like the least, not a good one. I'll say.
But he wasn't interested in Joe's answers. What I'm saying,
and his inability to choose other weapons in his battle also says things. It doesn't condemn him.
What battle is like? How do you
whatever battle he saw in his head?
Get it? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. What am I supposed to pick up on?
I was just
needs me to see a battle and that you see.
You didn't see that he was
the provocative nature. Yeah.
Yes, you didn't see that he was trying to one up me or win something, Jeff.
That what?
That he was trying to one up me or win something.
No, I didn't pick up on that.
Yes,
trying to win something.
All right.
It seemed like a lot of the conversations that have happened on the stream, there didn't seem anything particularly unique about it.
I will tell you what
thing.
Good.
No, I was just going to say it's a dominance thing.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
but
I like
everybody
it.
on
Which
here does.
again would
He's not
point to
doing it in any way
racism.
that's different than anybody else coming on here and doing dominance things.
Look,
Like, I
man,
don't
there's a
know why.
reason why the guy isn't.
Healthy white people don't dominate, do everything they say is about
They
race
do.
because you're black. It's not a thing. Healthy
You think
people
he
don't
was
do
being
that.
dominant because you're black? I've seen him act that way with every single person, and not any.
I'm saying I've been trying. A million people have tried to dominate me. Most of them white because the internet is white, and they don't do it like that. Only that speaks of
Let me
certain
back Jeff
thing.
up. He's right
Yeah.
on that. It doesn't matter if you're black or white with that Steven guy. He does each person the same way unless he feels
Yes.
they're his friend.
We're in agreement there. Him, and I'll throw a bunch of other people like him. They attack everybody, right?
Right. It's not race based.
You should change his
That's
name
what
to
makes
Queen
you seem like a
Steven.
racist because you're trying to tie it to race when it's not.
I'm about to apply it to race right now. So many people come in here and attack me as a black dude, auditor, whatever their shit is. Only few can only do it through black. People will try and find my intelligence or where I lack here and there. The ones who stick to only black, it speaks to them. It speaks of them. If you're wise,
and I think the thing you do with white people speaks of you.
Of course it does.
Singling out white people
I
and
would
making
acknowledge
blanket
that. I'm not
statements and
weird.
claims about white people.
I would acknowledge that, of course. I'm a
Okay,
product
so we
of
have
a guy.
projections. The Spider-Man meme.
It doesn't
It
matter
doesn't
what
make
color.
me wrong. It doesn't make me wrong, Jeff. I acknowledge that I have beliefs and shit, and they would be fucked up because of how I come up.
Because they're
But it doesn't
racist. We
make me
made
wrong.
progress. Good.
You say because they're racist?
Good.
Those are racist.
We found the real racist.
You don't have to be a certain color to be a dick,
Strike
though.
again.
The dude's kind of known for like whatever. I don't know. He's kind of known for like not. He doesn't. No one's ever said, "Oh my gosh, did you ever hear of this dude named King Steven? Oh my gosh, he sparks like the most
a great
amazing
guy.
conversations."
I've spent hours with the guy. I have enough experience and data of my own that I don't have to go by what other people say.
You
I
think
can use my
hours
own
in
eyes
one
and ears to
session
make my
in
own
his
judgment.
room? You think that one session is his room? That's enough data for you to make a decision?
And he's hung out here for many, many
I
times.
think he's dirty.
And
I think he's a
anybody
dirty
has
boy.
offered, I have asked people, show me if you have anything to show me a video.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Show me something that supports what you're trying to get me. Nobody is covered with a single
I'll do it
thing.
now.
Nobody.
I'm assuming you
Somebody
won't.
in chat.
Wait. This should be easy. This should be
Chuck,
easy.
hey,
I've
Chuck
been
knows.
here
Chuck
with
knows.
Jeff. You've seen him.
Not,
come up here. And the conversation goes regular. And when he comes, the energy changes.
Yeah.
Have
and
you
know
noticed
what?
that?
I've seen that from
I'm
a lot
not
of people
blaming him,
on here.
but have you noticed?
Including you. You're one of the people that I've
Hey,
seen that from too.
good
When
question.
you show up, the conversation
Let's
changes.
say the answer is yes. You see the energy changes when he comes. Yes.
Yes, and it changes when you come,
All right.
and it changes with a bunch of other people.
Yes. Okay, so
Jeff,
I'll go further.
I'm still trying to find the one thing about him that's different.
No. We'll stay with
trying
energy. Stay with energy. The energy when other people come. Does it rise to? Does the people start doing ad hocs and doing shit where you got to end the show?
Sometimes.
Yes, but regularly. Does that ever happen with me and Scott and all of us? Who changes admittedly, all of our energy changes the show.
Are you trying to teach me how to run my panel? Because you said
I
you
told
were.
you.
No. Here's what Joe's saying, bro. For real.
Like you're trying to educate me about how to. When I can have anyone I want on for any reason, and
didn't you like
them off
say
for
no
any
one would tell you this, and now I'm getting beef?
Wait.
You asked for this.
I'm trying to understand what you're trying to do. If you don't like the way I run it, just go find another panel. What are you trying to accomplish?
Jeff.
It's my
I'm trying to
channel. Let
answer
me
your
drive.
Jeff,
question. You say,
essentially-
what is it that people see I don't see? I'm trying to show it to you. I already told you. I don't
But
want
it's
to
like it
change your show.
shifted from that to something about the way I run the panel. It's not about him anymore. It's about
Who said something about the way you run the panel? What did I say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you're just saying right now, it's like you're trying to educate me about.
Here, I know what
how to
Jeff.
run the
Okay.
panel. It's not about the thing about him anymore. It's about me and my ability to notice things, run panels, and energy, and all this stuff.
No, I was just trying to answer your question.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the biggest thing is, let's all ask ourselves right now: do you attack other people without being provoked first?
Generally, no.
Okay, well, that's
I
not
don't.
Steven. That's not Steven, bro. He
I
does
don't
that.
think I do.
He is the one who will try to do that to everybody. That's the thing. That's the
That's
difference. Is what?
But other people do that too that are part of
Yeah,
this
bro. But
community.
if you want to be on
I'm
CNN
trying
and
to
you want to
figure
get
out
big views,
why
you can't
he's
have like little
different.
idiots like him running around saying dumb shit because their panties are wet.
But what's different about him and all these other people on the panel?
Well, he
that
wouldn't be
stay, that
different
do
from
the same thing, but get to
he
stay
wouldn't
here.
I
be.
mean,
He
set your
wouldn't be
bar too
separate
low, I
from
guess.
everyone, Jeff. That's not what we're saying. Where he is one indistinct dude, but we're just saying people are thinking. I'm generalizing. I'm saying that he has this characteristic that Lanza just said. Oh, he attacks people everywhere. If we could just keep it that simple.
Two-Face would be he told me something, and there's something behind my back that he's saying or telling the opposite of. And I've asked people to show me, and nobody has. So that's what I'm saying. I go off forever, and I would hold this. I would do this for anybody. Steven is not an exception. If somebody said it about Joe or Chuck or Lanza, I would say, well, then show me. Show me the evidence of the Two-Face. That's what nobody's doing.
I would say
I'm
that
getting harangued for not adopting this narrative without evidence. I wouldn't do that for anybody.
That's bad. That's a hard argument. If you were asking me to prove the Two-Face argument, that one I could come up with some things.
If you don't like the guy, don't fucking come on the panel when he's on. Just drop off like a mature adult.
There's no one
instead of trying to hijack my show about all the ways I could do it differently, or notice this or that, or the energy.
You're
take
talking
control
to
of your own experience.
You're talking to the chat right now because no one's up here.
I'm talking to you and whoever else might get
well,
hearing this.
Well, I am not so sensitive that I would want you to change your shit. In fact, I directly told you I prefer Steven up here and all these things. So could you understand that I am just talking about a line of logic here? I don't want you to alter your show or do what I want or what you even think I want you to do. I am not trying to tell you. I was trying to argue for other people why they characterize him in a certain way and why I characterize him in a certain way. But don't let that you feel like that's incumbent upon you to change some actions or it's so bad for me that I should just leave. I am absolutely fine and enjoy every moment of this. Even when he's being a dick and call me hard R's, it's interesting as fuck to me. I'm not asking you to change this shit. All right. However, I would argue about the things you don't see, the Two-Face shits. Only time would tell that.
Yeah, but where can I see it? If I want to see it, where can I go see it?
Very good. I don't
because if everybody else knows it, they must be
good.
going off of something
very good
that they've seen that reveals.
I don't know that
unless they're going off the gossip themselves. And Dahlia, I don't feel that way. And my feeling about this has to it counts for something, surely.
I think so. If you see, it's worth a conversation to me. But again,
it's the same loop of people don't like Steven and they're trying to convince me of this something that I'm not seeing and why he's bad for this community, but they won't show me anything, and I don't see it.
But not just for this community, he's a bad guy, period, would be my assertion.
So I have a blind spot. I'm socially retarded. I'm the naive autistic kid that's just too stupid to see what everybody else
you're arguing other people's arguments.
If it's seeable, somebody can show me and I can see it. Nobody showed me anything. They just keep talking about this out there.
I wouldn't make those.
Show me a video.
Arguments.
Show me a clip. Show me a blog post. Show me a writing. Show me a message. Something
that says he's a bad guy, because that's my only argument. He's a bad guy. The rest of these things I can't argue for.
Well, how is he a bad guy? Show me an action he's taken that was bad.
I thought the energy was going there.
All gossip. People would say this about me.
I'm not talking about other people. Can you come back to me? You're feeling a lot of other people's shit, and I got to feel their fucking questions.
I thought we were talking about Steven.
Yes, but I am just talking about what I believe. You're talking about people say. I don't want to argue for them. I'm saying he's a bad guy, and I think the energy shit was a good one. You can tell healthy energy.
Yes, but there's other people that come here and change the energy.
We were just talking about Steven
changing energy.
We were just talking about Steven, me and you. All I'm trying to say is, and I'm trying to see if you agree with me, that the guy has negative energy. He's a bad guy.
I don't agree with you.
Very
he's a
good. Let's
bad
keep
guy.
it there.
That sounds
Yeah.
very cartoonish and sensationalistic that he's a bad guy. And as
I
far as
love it.
negative
I love
energy,
it. I was
A,
being a
that's
bit
subjective.
cartoonist.
B, the majority of my interactions with Steven, I would not describe as negative energy. And B, he's not the only fucking person with negative energy on here.
All right, we don't need to
I don't know
discuss
why
me
he's
first.
singled out. Like, oh, look, all of a sudden
Yes.
there's a person with negative
Again,
energy.
I don't want to argue the argument of all those other people who have you feeling that way.
But you want to argue him for some reason.
Yes. I can't argue other
Why?
people's argument. I'm okay with arguing
why
my own.
Steven gets treated differently than all these other people. They let this person go, they let this person go, but then this person shows up and all of a sudden it's, oh, I want to argue about this that I didn't bother to argue about with all these other people.
I don't know.
As an autistic person that tries to find patterns, it's not making sense. And until it makes sense to me, I can't accept anything anybody's saying about it.
I think, again, you're talking to someone who's not on the panel. I'm saying simple shit. And I think I'm being accused of a lot heavier shit.
Dahlia, there are plenty of streams you can go watch where he came on the panel and nothing got burnt up. That's what I'm saying. This narrative is not holding up to experience.
Oh, stop it. Good guy isn't good all the time. Bad guy isn't bad all the time. You're smart enough to know that. Stop it. You can't expect him just to be bad every time. That's not our.
That's your point. He's just as good and bad as anybody else, and there's no reason to talk about it.
Very good. Now, there's a discussion I would have if I don't have to argue with everybody else has told you in the past.
I feel like people are trying to make me believe something very particular about this guy that's an exception to everyone else, but they won't fucking tell me what that thing is or give me anything.
Get them on panel and talk to
it's
them
all
about
vague
it.
gossip and rumors.
Get
that
them on panel and talk to them
like
about
me,
it. Or,
with a very concrete brain.
Yeah.
And if you were in court and had to prove it, you'd have to do the same fucking thing. So quit gaslighting and making it seem like my expectations are
who are you talking
to? And not the fucking societal norm, an epistemological norm for Western society.
I guess he's talking to the audience again.
All right, I'm frustrated.
A little bit. Let me say, I am not whatever the fuck all those things you're saying. I'm not even thought that deep into it.
You know what? I will let the viewers decide. It's on the stream. They can make their own judgments of who's what.
Yeah, and they should. I'm just trying to give my opinion. I judge by what's healthy or not. When I said bad guy, I was being a bit
I work in mental health. I have an eye for health and
good
group dynamics and group health, et cetera, et cetera. So
good.
If you don't trust, if any of you don't trust my eye or experience or moderation skills, then just go find another panel. But I don't know what people are trying to do here.
Talking to
or what they're trying to they're trying to convince me of something so that I do something in response. That's what bothers me.
That's a horrible thing. I hate when people try to control other people. I'm with you.
I do too. That's why I'm having this really strong reaction. I feel like I'm being manipulated or like being convinced to do something, but without a hard reason to do it because it serves somebody else's agenda.
Yeah, I would say again, don't pop Steven. I said this before.
He's not asking me to do any. What is he manipulating me to do?
You are the energy for narcissism.
Right, and the thing with Chuck came up the other day, so it had already it's a known issue. It's not like anything that.
Oh, I forgot about my added cigars.
He's crossed whose lines, Dahlia? Are you the line police? Are you the one that gets to determine lines? Or that's what I'm talking about.
What happened?
It's my role to determine lines, and it's
he's crossed social lines
to determine their own lines, and they can confront him when he crosses, like Chuck did. They can drop off the panel, like other guests have done. What are you saying with this statement about like who are you to be the authority on the lines around here? It's stuff
I'm
like
with
that.
Jeff on that one, Dahlia. We're all adults up here. If we feel a line has been crossed, it is incumbent upon us to do or not do a thing and all of that shit. But I don't think Jeff even comes into play there. And personally, I am really cut out for this shit. I like when motherfuckers do that shit. It's fun as fuck to me. I get to, get all up under their skin. I would not change things. I'm okay with it. Shit. I know I go out on now when I say shit like, it's like Kanye. Hitler wasn't so bad. I know it's gonna
See,
inflame
you
motherfuckers.
kind of a troll too. You're a
Yes, I
provocateur
know. I
yourself.
know what I'm doing when I be talking at white people. I don't even believe in generalities. I don't even believe that shit. I am very well aware that I'm triggering people. Yes.
You're just up here fucking with the autistic kid.
I fuck with all people. And I'm a bit like Steven because with white people, the easy one is what you guys don't see. And I do believe it's a logical argument. I don't know if that makes me more a troll or less of a troll. The same way a guy could troll me endlessly in my blind spots with the police and authority. Mm-hmm. Of course, I have preconceived notions. I could get ripped apart there.
Yeah, you got a huge blind spot there.
Right?
Huge.
But I will admit it. And I will tell you, I know my problem is bad. This is almost shameful to say, but I did buy into the all cops are bad guys shits. And then I got out of my neighborhood, started traveling. And one time in particular, Fort Worth, one of my first times out going places, the cops were so nice and congenial, it fucked me up. And they were willing to have a conversation because my cops don't ID. Get the fuck away from here. They're really horrible. And these guys were so kind. It was a meeting of auditors, and somebody was kind enough to take me because I couldn't afford it. And,
so there are cops that you like or have learned to form connections.
Yeah, I think cops are people just like everybody else now, and they may believe the smoke, like races. I love Steven. I don't like him. I need him to succeed. I need the best of him. I will spend time trying to get it out when I'm not trolling him and being a dick so other people can see.
What if that is the best of him?
It's not a thing. Now, he ain't met me yet. If motherfucker, I have a way of pulling out the best.
So you a project now. That's kind of like a boundary thing to take someone on as a project without their consent.
Yeah, I jump boundaries all the time, and I'm the worst because I think God asked me to do it. I think my purpose under God is to get souls over there to the good side. Make people become forgiving, merciful, loving. I think that is my number one job on earth, even if I have to sacrifice myself to get another motherfucker to be a better, and that's subjective person.
Yo, that doesn't sound healthy.
Sounds Palcadian.
They'll even question whether it was healthy or not.
Yeah, we will. We'll have to have that one day.
Wow.
That's a verb.
Oh, he's talking about me on the live stream. Yeah, I figured he would.
That's what somebody said. That's what somebody said a while ago. He immediately went to bashing you. They said, "I didn't go look."
Am I a demon in a? I mean, I already knew I was a demon. That should not be a surprise. A cockroach.
That's nothing they can see.
Well, that would make you a bad demon then.
He sucks. When people ask me who he is, that's how I'm like, he's the worst Satanist in the world. You ain't met Jeff.
But here's the thing. This is why I love live streaming, because it's all on tape and people can watch and decide for themselves. I don't have to try to convince anybody of a reality that they can see for themselves.
I think they were answering your question, though. How come I don't see it? Where do I need to go to see that he's a bad guy or has bad energy, as I said? And I think that guy, Shadow and Light, is answering by saying, oh, if you go over there, you'll see some of our why we call him bad energy. I think that's all they were saying.
Well, yeah, like I tried to explain to him about why I don't like the hard R word.
Yeah.
And he totally disregarded everything I said about it.
Sound like a bunch of snowflakes when he's around.
Yeah, that's just your
this panel is like y'all are all like playing hard with each other. Then he shows up and everybody turns into the snowflake.
I don't know what that means. I can only speak for myself. You're talking to the whole panel again. And I would disagree with Chuck a little bit there. If a guy wants to say the hard R, I'm coming in my pants. I am not trying to change
I appreciate that people don't say.
Well, Joe, I've seen people get killed for that word back in the day.
Oh, I've been hurt
back in the day, but you think on YouTube they would happen?
Well,
I just don't think the word has the power that it should have the power people can give it.
When it was a part of your life for a while, it's hard to forget.
That will be now for me. I still get called that word now as an adult.
Yeah, maybe it's wrong for me to think that, but I've seen people actually get killed over that word.
Yeah, I see
They
people
drop
get
them
beat
right
up
on the
on
spot.
YouTube all the time over that. Someone says that one word and some brother or sister triggers and immediately, just fight for them like they had them as slaves, right? Like they're taking out shit that they've never experienced on this guy. I've been there with that feeling. I hope I didn't beat people up for saying that word.
And I had no problem, Stephen, until he decided to cross the line, which he knew was my line. Don't bring my family. And he proceeded.
Is my internet going out of his?
Which I appreciate.
Did Chuck just go in and out?
It's probably me.
I think I heard you, Chuck. You said that he crossed your line, which is don't bring family into it. Again, even if he crossed my line, if I had one, the last thing I would do would expose myself that this is my line. It's not something I would do. I've been on YouTube.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Well, he hit a nerve because my daughter was raped a while back. And when he made that comment that he made, it just ticked me off. Sorry.
And Chuck, he said on the show last night that he didn't even know you had a daughter. He was just like guessing, like making a comment like, oh, I could date one of Chuck's daughters.
Yeah,
but he
which
didn't
makes
necessarily
it
know
worse.
you actually had a daughter.
Makes it even worse on you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I have my faults. I'll admit that.
Well, let's not say Stephen crossed the line. Let's say you did.
Let's say what?
Good point. Good point, Joe.
Is this Miss Joe?
My guy has a mouse and the cats. There's a cat that comes in my window and I feed him every day and he leaves. And my buddy has a mouse. They just give it to him in here. I don't want the mouse in here.
Oh man!
He just gave him a mouse. He put it in the window. Oh fuck. Okay.
Damn, Joe's slumming. He's stealing mice from the cat. Come on, Joe.
Hey, and the cat's a pimp, right? To other people in the house, because she don't go in the rest of the house, even though they know her, she was born here and shit. So they just see me. I be like, the visitors here. I go get food and water and come back in here. They don't even see her. It's hilarious.
Is that like the bunny rabbit?
It's like the elusive bunny rabbit, which came back that next morning.
Did it?
It did.
Sure.
Yeah, I got footage. And he's pacing as fuck. Apparently, those people are really nice because even the next day he hung around while I was out there getting my car ready and smoking my weed, cigar, because that's my friend's house. I didn't want to smoke over there.
It wasn't a pink rabbit, was it?
He was. You're gonna make me sound gayer here. He was really pretty for a rabbit, right? I grew up hunting and killing rabbits all my life. Somehow this will look different.
There you go. It's called reality.
That's probably in my head. I don't know. It'd be hard to kill him. It'd be impossible to kill him. Oh my God. I used to kill so many rabbits that the people with me got sick of it because they had to carry my shit back to the car because I was full. You got these packs that we used to put on our vest and my hands would be full. So they would always have to work and they carrying my shit as opposed to their own. And people get sick of me. I killed a lot.
Well, all right. I guess we can wind it down and go reset. I might do a stream tonight. I'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, tonight's Friday, so there's Verbal Combat. I think M. Dave does his karaoke. Calcott will be streaming. Flo might. Machine. Who knows? Just check your YouTube. There's lots going on Friday. And I might fire one up later too.
If you're on later tonight, I'll try and come catch you.
All right, I'll sweep up my snowflakes and bid adieu.
Here, Chuck. I'll see you later. All right. Thanks for being here. This panel is run by an autistic kid with all of the limitations that come with it, and I don't want help at this time, so it's gonna be wonky. It's not gonna be a graceful, perfectly run neurotypical panel. It's gonna be what it is. And you're either here for it or you're not, and I won't take it personally if you're not. But it's very important for me to do my thing here, as flawed as it is, and as imperfect as my awareness and perception is. It's still important to me to have it reflect me and what I'm trying to do. All right. Yeah, Britt, we might do an evening stream. I'm gonna go recharge and yes, I agree. And then probably do an evening one. I'll see what time I get up from my nap. All right, so in the meantime, yes, all that other stuff. Machine, are you streaming tonight? You stream on Saturday, I think. So anyway, there's a lot going on tonight. So see you out in the streets, and we'll be back tomorrow to the regular time.